Hello and welcome! Welcome to Drakenmemoria! Yay! What is Drakenmemoria, you may ask? Well, it's Dungeons & Dragons, or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons & Dragons. And hopefully, audience will remember that he's got to play now, and log on to Skype. Because I'm getting worried that we're not going to get our paladin today. But hey, if you don't want to watch people playing Dungeons & Dragons, well, the internet is vast, it is wide, it can accommodate so many types of interest.
Never mind, I won't say it.
So please take. Hey! We're getting worried. Oh damn! That completely fucked up Tobiashi's camera.
Yeah, my computer completely crashed when it froze. I had to completely reset it.
So that's what happened.
Apparently, the ending cutscene for Baldur's Gate completely broke my computer.
Well, that's okay. It sometimes happens.
Moral of the story, kids, is that sometimes more/better graphical complexity is not always better.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know why, but for some reason, Tobiashi's camera was really weird. And no, it's not. Alright, so like I was saying, if you don't want to watch this, well, go somewhere else and do something else. If you want to watch this, no matter the reason, well, it's a pleasure to have you with us. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, it's ambient mixer. What's that? Oh damn, I went through my page. Okay, well, I'm gonna address that later. If you like the battle maps, it's Dungeon Alchemist, and if you like the world map, it's Wonder Draft. Yay! Everything's done. So, sorry, began a little bit late today. There was so many things to finish preparing for. But we're here! Yay! And it's time to begin. And look! Fisher is okay! We don't have a feeling that he's dying right anymore.
well, he might be dying on the
For a little
inside,
bit.
but that's everybody.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as he doesn't actually die, it's okay. I can live with it. Well, he can't, but...
We're all dying. Just
yeah.
some faster than others.
Yeah, it's just one day at a time.
Hey, I got it. Death speed run. Let's go.
So
Yes.
tonight we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate as a group.
Let's see how far we can take this. Who knows?
Yeah, the first stream is going to be character creation, obviously. Yeah, you need at least.
You mean the
4
first
hours
3
for
streams?
that. Oh.
Oh, don't even joke about that.
We got a
Character
deadline to
creation
make here.
menus are like a nightmare for people like me.
Well, if I get my new computer very soon, who knows? Maybe we will have our first stream playing Baldur's Gate. We'll see.
Never played it, so.
Well, I've played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but I've never played the third one before, because my computer is too old. But the new ones won't be too old, so who knows? Maybe I'll finish the collection.
Yeah, it's a pre-programmed game, but part of you just wants an NPC, just like, that Kenku's been staring at you for, the whole time. Is he okay?
Alright, so, what happened last episode? Well, last episode, the party began their long game of chess against the hags plaguing the village they are in. The rules are simple. Last until next morning. The restriction no one's allowed to sleep, so limited resource for our brave heroes.
I thought the old like the it was always don't die.
Well, that's not a new restriction. That's the old restrictions. It's like Earthworm Jim. You know, when you enter one code, you see on the screen it's written. That's the old cheat code. Ah. And also, only a few people can be trusted through all of this. So, yeah, that's very interesting. The game started with one party member getting poisoned. Like an amateur. However, good perception prevented the party from falling into traps left all around the village. After a brief encounter... Let's start this again. A first brief encounter eventually occurred with the hags, in which the party barely pulled ahead. But they did. 16 more hours to go until reinforcements arrive. Now, you don't need a thunderstorm.
All right, we kill everybody in the village, right?
I feel like that would defeat the purpose of what we were there for.
Wait. So, see,
Nah, that'd be too resource intensive.
just like the army says, we kill them all and let our gods sort them. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's usually not the army that says that. That's the religious zealots that says this.
You can say it. The Catholic Church.
I feel like it's not only that one. They don't say it anymore.
That's why I said gods.
They're the ones most famous for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're the one most famous that you've heard of, but
In general.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that at that time when that happened a lot, there was a lot of friction between Catholic Church and Christians and Muslim. I'm pretty sure it was said on both sides. I'm pretty sure they both said it.
Yeah, but one kept going throughout the rest of the world. So,
Well,
This stream is brought to you by Skillshare. No, I'm just kidding.
one kept on going on the lower side while the other one kept going on the upper side. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of people said it. But we're in Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
Everyone looks at audience.
Yeah.
So,
don't steal Rainy's bit.
All right, so the previous encounter was brief. Few injuries were sustained. A little bit of magic was used. Oh yeah. I need to have this in front of me, otherwise I know I'll be searching for my spells. And it's a third and a fourth. All right. So, the dust settled after this small encounter, and everyone looking around. Okay, well, that happened. Terry looks at you, Fisher, for a moment, and he starts talking. As always, you see all the stars appearing in front of you. Are all encounters this sudden?
No. Sometimes.
Wow.
These hags are kind of... This seems to be their strategy. They're gonna try and jump scare us and run away a few times.
I will need to try and prepare for the next one. That was too fast.
Now Raimi knows how to write.
Were you able to see what they were doing
That was
before
too
they popped
fast.
Well, I could see they were there. I could perceive them. Sorry, you can't see. I could perceive them, but I did not know that they were going to attack like this. So sudden. And why were you screaming?
in? They hit me with a illusion spell.
Oh. Oh, that makes sense now why you were screaming. No, no, Terry!
Yeah.
Terry, no!
Remember that one night when you had the nightmare that made you think Raimi was gonna
Destroy the world?
eat you? Yeah,
Every
it was
single
kind of
one.
like that.
He actually did. That's why we're here.
Hmm.
Good thing Tobiyashi can't speak.
Well, I feel there is a difference in scale, but if you say so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not very good at shrugging that kind of stuff off.
Guys, look, I found a cat.
What?
Probably a hag.
Well, I will do my best to see this coming next. I will try to perceive their thoughts.
You can do that?
I don't know, I've never tried.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
He goes into their thoughts.
Mana mana.
I'm very confused by these thoughts. Where are they coming from? Then the camera cuts to Tobiyashi.
You just see him go, what?
So what do we do now, guys? We're going to the mayor?
Yes. I think
well,
that
we
was our
should-
plan.
Check on that part of the ward that Hag was working on, right?
Yes. We should finish the... This was the last part of the words, right? That we were at.
Well, there was probably another half an hour of going through all the
Oh.
words, but
Yes, we
can
should do
fast
that
forward.
first.
We can
Okay,
fast
I was like,
forward that half hour.
Yeah, okay. Yes, let's finish checking the wards, make sure all the wards are good. And then I think we were going to... Because the night guard hadn't woken up yet, right? She still had a few hours?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I think then we were going to go check on the mayor.
Alright, so while Fisher keeps talking to Terry, you just fast forward everything. And you see all stuff. Suddenly you see all the stars appearing and fast forward. It's,
Oh!
Alright.
Alright, guys, I got rid of the cat. It attacked me. Let's keep going.
Oh, damn. You have something to heal?
Ah, shit.
Don't-
35 points of cat damage. Where'd that come from?
Wow, you're high level, man. Most of us never go past level 1 or 2.
How many hit points do I have right now?
For who are you asking?
Oh, me. Me.
I mean,
5
Like,
to 10.
you could heal yourself with key points.
Oh no, I know.
Just
No,
have
I'm not, I don't actually need to heal. That was I'm at 61 out of 75.
I'm also at 61 out of 89.
And no one's at 69.
I rub my hands with key and then I shock fish. No, it's not.
I am at 97 out of 97 for all saying our health.
Okay. That's good.
Wait, has Remy already crossed the 69 threshold?
There is a god who is at infinite hit points right now.
Priest, how many
Damn.
hit points?
Nope, sorry guys, no 69 hit points for Remy. He has 74.
Damn.
Okay.
Missed
Okay, let's-
opportunity.
Kobayashi, punch Remy.
How many
Do
times?
exactly 5. Actually. Yeah. All right.
It's not
So we're
lethal,
so we're fast forwarding. So the words were so we check all the words. Fix probably anything that was wrong.
Terry keeps focusing through all of this. You get the feeling that Terry right now is very focused on himself, trying to expand his mind. I don't know why. The tip of my tongue feels really soft.
Let's put the tongue, the teeth, the lips. I would like to look for my pendant while we're doing this continually, because I couldn't find it still.
Remy, do you want to add another tag to this stream?
No, we're running out of space, guys.
20.
20. All right. Hmm. You don't find it anywhere.
You just see me like looking around as you guys are fixing the salt wards. Guys, we might have a problem. I can't find my pendant anywhere. I start looking at everyone.
Okay. Toby, I think we have bigger issues than your lost jewelry.
This is a big issue. Remember what happened last time?
What do you mean? Which last time?
Well, the time Remy was alone in an area with the hag.
Is that the last time you lost your pendant?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
No. Everybody's here.
It could be on a hag.
It could be.
Next time we see him, I'll look.
Okay. So, you finish your rounds, you finish resupplying every ward around this village. You find a few ones which were nearly completely depleted and should have been refilled. So, that has been avoided. I get the feeling that probably the kids that were refilling the wards, the little girl that was with them, was probably distracting them, making sure that some of them hadn't been properly reapprovisioned. So, you finish your round, and it's still very much unsettling. It's this place. There's never any sound. Sometimes you can hear the wind, but the light never changes. The sky is always gray and red. Everything around you is sort of this shade of dirt and dirt filled with copper, giving that red hue to the ground. And you can swear that there are more trees around the village today than there were yesterday. Not a lot. Maybe 2 or 3 more. It's
Okay.
like they just appeared.
Odd.
But no one seems to react to this. Although, not everyone has Remy and Tobiashi's perception sense. But, still. Yeah, no one's reacting to it. No one.
How far away is one of those trees?
It's outside. It's probably 150 feet away from the edge of the village. The village has been mostly cleared around, so you can see something arriving.
I mean, the knight did say the forests tend to move.
Could be that.
Could also not be that. But we did just fix the word, so I don't think we should worry exactly right now what's outside the village.
Well, the salt ward will protect against undead.
There's other stuff.
You're hunting
Yeah.
fiends right now, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you could ask Terry if there's anything weird about the trees.
I mean, honestly, Ray might actually kind of like slowly turn his head. Well, no, oh no, wait. Oh no, Ornock is with us.
Yeah.
Since he can see through illusion. Interesting. Or an axe pet can also maybe see through. Well, or an axe pet can, I don't know. You could ask if there's something weird with the trees.
Terry's trying to focus on the hags right now. He's trying to learn something new.
Or an axe, is there anything weird with the trees out there? The extra trees?
Ah.
You seem to know about trees.
I can't tell. Is it sarcasm or is it really a comment?
A little column A and a little column B.
Oh. Well, everything's been feeling weird around here, so why not? Can always try and talk to them. Let's see. He starts moving off, goes toward the edge of the village, takes a few steps outside, gets much closer to the trees. And you just see him start staring at the tree. 1 minute go by. 2 minutes go by. 3 minutes go by. 4, 5, 6. He's barely moving. 7.
Raimi will walk up and lightly tap him on his bark.
With your high passive perception, as you get closer, you do hear groaning and grumbling, like the sound of trees when you're inside the forest, when they're swaying to the winds. This kind of creaking, of echoing. You didn't hear it before, so... doesn't immediately respond to what you're saying, to your presence. And after maybe a few moments, he turns around and just goes, Shh, I'm talking. And he goes back to doing apparently nothing other than creaking.
And like that's why above tail. That's why he just like tapped him on it because.
It takes a full 10 minutes. But after the 10th minute, you suddenly see him start moving again. Wow. Let's just say that they're not very alive. It's a very dull conversation, very dry. They don't know a lot. They know they've been here. They know that they were somewhere else before. They know that they just come into existence. As if deposited from somewhere else. And they're saying a giant's coming this way. Probably gonna be there in a day.
Oh shit!
Kinda buried the lead there.
Buried what? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they really know what they're doing here.
Well, did they know just like one giant, or what are we talking? Do they know?
Is it dead?
I'm pretty sure. I think it's just one. He looks at you, Fisher. I mean, they did say that they were hearing the thumping noise on the ground. A very rhythmic one. Usually that's something moving.
Okay,
It's moving with purpose.
it's coming. This one. Okay.
Well, if it's undead, the salt ward should
I
help
don't think.
against it.
No.
No, the salt ward.
Oh, it
I
only helps
assume
against
this-
regular undead.
Yeah, this salt ward is similar to the one we can cast, in that it's not going to stop something huge.
Okay. Well, that's a future problem. We have to deal with the current one. Hopefully, the future one will not come until we've dealt with the current one.
The current one being the hags.
Yeah.
And how
Yeah, I don't
often
think-
has that happened in your life so far?
Well,
I don't think
We're
we're going to deal with the hags before the giant gets here. But, I mean, yeah, we can try.
If at first you don't succeed.
anyway, let's stick to what we can do, which is going and try and free the mayor from under the hag's control.
Right.
Oh, I'd like to look at the teeny blob in the jar really quick.
Okay. Okay. As you're all walking back toward the village, Tobiashi takes the tiny blob of the jar and starts looking at it. And when you took it out, it was just a good groove that was going on, which means there is danger and there is a potential risk for severe injury, but probably not something that's very deadly right now. However, it only lasts for a moment, and as you arrive, you see the two of the 6 guards that approach your group, and then suddenly you see the tiny blob in the jar starts moving just a little faster.
Is there one on the left and one on the right, or are they like far from each other?
No, they're walking in pair. So they have the demeanor of guards approaching a group of strangers. But you know they sort of know you. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'll show audience.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just stay alert. We know 2 of the guards are probably under the hag's control, so
Probably these two.
Probably these two.
probably these 2. They still have to act like guards to keep their illusion
So
up, though,
as
they
we,
have certain rules apply
so
to
I'm
them.
guessing we walk past them. Does it start dancing less?
no,
Well, I don't know if they're going to stop us.
Yeah, well, they keep going toward you, and they probably reach you about at the same time as you're entering the boundary of the village. And 2 guards look at you for a moment. Says, "Well, you're acting pretty suspicious right now."
You're acting suspicious.
How are we acting suspicious? We're just we're just walking with the priest.
Yeah, and you're coming back with a tree that you picked up in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Ned goes, "How's that suspicious?" Well, usually people don't come back with trees. They don't snoop around town. They don't start asking questions. They don't scare children.
We're not like everyday people, to be fair. I
Well,
think that's pretty
the
clear.
problem. Fisher, Terry just gives you a few glistening stars in front of your eyes, very small, so that it's harder to read for anyone else. There's someone in the background over there watching us.
I'm guessing the jar's going out of control.
Well,
I see them.
it picked up just slightly.
I don't think it's...
Fisher, when you look in the background, you see a 3rd guard that's there, watching the 2 guards, and you see someone standing next to that guard, a very slender framed person, most likely a woman.
I mean, you could see if there's a hag. If it's a hag next to him, Terry would know.
Well, that's
I'll look for my pendant really quick.
make a perception roll.
Or anything else happens. 19. These rolls have been good.
Oh. Okay. So as you watch this interaction going, you have a brief moment where you look right, you look left, you look in front, and just as you're about to say, damn it, where is that pendant? Your eye catches very far south something that just seems to glitter off of, you're not sure what, a stone? Maybe it's one ward, but it's very far off. It's as if you were just plain lucky and you looked right at the moment that a light was just shined on this metallic object, but it's very far off. It's probably like 300 feet away.
Holy shit. Damn.
So the 2 guards in front of you just looked at you. Well, you're being very suspicious, and you're drawing a lot of attention toward this village. It's not good for us. You really have to be careful about this.
With drawing attention. I mean,
Sneaking outside, doing stuff outside of the wards, of the protection.
I don't think I haven't left the
haven't.
village.
Gone outside. We were patrolling the wards because we were fixing them.
Well, right now you've just came back inside of the village because if you were able to talk to Orunak, it means you were outside the village. He was 100 feet out.
Well, Remy was out of the village. The rest of us weren't.
I start walking away.
See, and there's one member of your group that just seems to wander off.
Is that weird? Are people not allowed to wander in this village? Is there a no wandering rule I wasn't made aware of?
I start walking towards the flash that I saw.
No, there is a suspicious action problem here.
I don't think we've done anything suspicious. What do you think, Priest? I'll say look at the Priest. Have you seen us do anything suspicious?
No, you've actually all been helping quite a lot. I think everything is fine. Don't worry about it. They're just helping me as best they can.
You see, guys, no problem. Now, how about you stop hassling us and move on about your duty?
Hold on there. And he puts his hand up, and it's maybe an inch away from your chest. It's a very confident move. Fisher, when the guard does this, Terry says, I can feel it. Audience should be careful about what he's saying. They're trying to make sure that he's gonna say something that's gonna antagonize one of the guards. It's her in the background. She's trying to make sure audience's buttons are pushed.
I put my hand on audience's shoulder.
Okay.
Just like the tiniest bit of pulling back pressure.
Okay. I don't walk into the guy's hands. I'm just, oh, sorry. What? Did you need something else?
Audience, hold me back! Hold me! No, just kidding.
Hold me back! I'll lose it now. Okay.
No, you see, it's just a question of you're awfully well equipped and you're stirring up trouble. Maybe you should think about lessening the danger that you're bringing in. Maybe just leave your weapons at the inn.
We can't do that. But that would be there'd be no reason for us to.
Remy, your passive perception catches on a few peasants that have started to gather and are starting to listen to the conversation.
As you know, this is a very dangerous place we live in, and to leave oneself undefended when they have the means to defend themselves is never smart, no matter how safe one might think. I mean, villages are, attacked, destroyed all the time. You guys have to move. That's just the way of this place. It's not smart if you have a weapon to give it up.
That's okay.
Speaking of, we did give up a lot of weapons to you guys, so you're welcome for that.
Oh, that's...
I believe that was supposed to be a show of good faith.
Oh, no, that's a very generous donations. Usually, there's no string attached to donation now, is there?
There is no string attached. I just thought that you would
Yes.
see that we have the best interest of the town at heart.
Absolutely. Your weapons will be there for you if you need them. It's just gonna help people feel more secure. You know, it's dangerous if you get injured by accident.
Well, you
That
see,
sounds
that would be
like-
hard for us to do because the priest here hired us to, help protect him, and I can't refuse, a priest of this village. Would be incorrect. So, because he asked us to protect him, I can't give up my weapons when I've been given a duty to do that. Just as you guys can't give up your weapons with being given the duty of guards to protect this town.
I'm dashing to where I need to be.
Well, this is happening. Tobyashi's just running
see me.
and running.
Yeah.
You see
wouldn't- you-
this cloud of dust behind him.
You wouldn't ask me to, forsake my
guy.
duty now, would you?
Of course not. Of course not. But you can defend yourself. The end is very close. It's just going to help people feel more secure.
But not the priest, since he asked us to protect him. I think he'd feel less secure if we didn't have weapons.
But you're inside you're going to be inside the village now. We will defend you. Don't you believe in us?
Of course I believe in you. I also believe that I have honestly a lot more combat experience and training than you do, and that I can defend myself better than you can personally. But that's just, from one warrior to another. I think I'm better than you.
Like 30 feet behind like a nearby house, like there is the sound of a young boy screaming. It's like, hey, stop it!
You. So you're projecting your voice, is that it?
No, that is a minor illusion
Okay.
voice.
My usual invoice, okay. Well, immediately a lot of people's attention is being drawn by this. Well, we don't have a lot of time. Here. Give me your weapon. I will take care of it.
I already said no. You can
We
come to an
appreciate you
agreement.
want to keep everybody safe. We also want to keep everybody safe. So
Yeah.
you're welcome for the help.
Unless you can get someone of more authority to tell us to give up our weapons, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Of course. And he closes his hand. Fisher,
Actually, you know what?
you hear Terry now. You hear Terry just go, "Oh, I think audience messed up."
I'll just go. You know what? As a show of good faith, I will give up my weapon. I'll hand over my big ol' greatsword.
See, at least someone
So
is-
that they don't have to.
See, a little show of good faith. Now, thank you very much. You can go in. We have apparently something to settle with one of the kids of the village.
Alright. Cool. We continue in.
Terry just shows these little stars in front of you, saying, "That was a last-minute save. You have no idea."
I kind of figured. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, audience, it seems like they were trying to bait us into acting more distrustworthy to get some of the other guards on their side.
I assumed. That's why I was trying to give reasonable answers to all the questions
Mhm.
they asked.
And he holds up his taloned hand and kind of gives a so-so motion.
But yeah. Anyway, let's go find the mayor. Especially since we know those two guards are going to be looking for a kid right now. So now might be a good time to beat them.
Alright, so
Yeah.
above table, that is another trap that you barely managed to defuse.
I just walked away. You guys got this. Don't worry
Yeah, well,
about
yeah,
it.
I guess, Toby, we can jump to you. Where did you find your pendant?
Yeah, do I end up finding it?
Yeah. You follow that little glimmer that you saw, and it leads you to one of the wards. The pendant is tied to it.
I guess I'll check on the ward to see if it's okay.
That would be an Arcana roll or a religion roll.
Religion. Let me see if my religion's obviously better. Yeah, religion. $12.
Yeah. You look at this and you sort of have that. Oh, okay, now that's. You were hoping that they might be holy symbols on this ward, but it's probably really arcane. So no, you can't. And to be completely fair with you, I'm just giving an excuse why your roll wasn't good enough.
Yeah. Do I gave my orb to somebody, right?
I think
We gave Jorg's orb to who? The knight, right?
No, the knight has a way to access all of you at any time.
Oh yeah, okay, so then I still have it. I'll ring up really quick. Fisher.
Where'd you go?
So I found my pendant. It's strapped to one of the wards outside. I tried to figure out if there was something wrong with it, but I kind of failed my religion class, so you know.
Okay.
Maybe we'll raise his hand.
You want me to? I'll point the orb at it to see if they can see it through the orb. Make an Arcana roll through the orb, guys.
Can we? What? Yeah. What are we looking at?
Well, it's a bit distorted, and you keep having to tell. You keep having to tell Tobiashi, no, that I don't need to see that part again. It's just a little bit lower. I need to see how. No, the symbol. No, not that symbol. The one under it.
That symbol, right?
So
hold the line straight.
You can roll Arcana, but if you do it through the orb, I will have you do it with disadvantage.
Alright,
Yeah.
Dude, like, where have you been?
I can do that. Terranad's helping me out with Arcana right now. Never mind. Good old disadvantage. Give me that one.
Well,
It's almost like Raimi asked a question and is waiting for an answer.
where
For a
have I
total of
been?
13.
Looking for my pendant. Do you guys need me?
Where the fuck are you?
Oh, what side of the ward? Yeah, where am I compared to the door?
Well, you're
Right,
about
wait,
300 feet away. They can probably see you. There's no more mist anywhere.
Oh, why were we just
Okay.
not walking there?
It's just that he's very small, you know? You gotta start doing this for a while, and then...
Yeah, I call. You see the orb in my hand. I'm like,
I thought he was
hello?
like halfway across the town. We could
No,
just
no,
walk
no, no,
over
just 300 feet away.
Okay, yeah, no, in which
Oh.
case, you know, like, while Fisher was deciding to try and look at it through the orb, Raimi has already just started walking.
So as Fisher is there looking at all of this, and, no, I really need to see this here. Yes, this here. Why am I seeing Remy's talon in the orb?
No, hey, it's Fermi.
Just like you hear on your side of the orb, Fisher, just like a long, elaborate groan, a long drawn out groan. Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
24.
I'll see you guys over there.
Yeah, over.
24.
24, alright.
And I'll start walking over to Dragon.
You look at the ward for a while. It takes a while, but eventually you do find something that's odd about it. It's as if some mistake had been implanted in it. The way that all of the symbols on it are made, it's as if someone, for let's say programming reference, it's as if someone purposefully written a recursive error in it. That if you keep pushing on it, it eventually is going to break down with what would be in programming a memory leak.
Can we just rewrite that word?
It's gonna take a while because
I take my pendant back.
The word has been defaced in some ways to break that. So it's sort of a repair job. You'd be tinkering with a ward for good 30 to 45 minutes in a very, very open place where a lot of people can see you do this.
Hmm.
I mean, as long as the priest is there, it's fine, right?
Don't we need to see the mayor as fast as we can?
I would
The
like
priest
to go-
seems to have power out of necessity, not actual influence.
All right, let's come back to this later. We know
Okay.
that there's still. Let's come back to it. Let's go talk to the mayor first, but keep it in mind.
I'd like to mark a waypoint on
Maybe-
the map.
Raimi will point to himself and point like down at the damaged ward or the defaced ward.
You want to stay here and do it yourself?
Yeah, I think I don't want to split up so that one person's by themselves. That seems not smart.
Him and Onek could stay here with the dog.
I still think splitting. I mean, we saw. I don't.
Yeah, splitting
I
up
would-
is
Splitting
gonna
up
just
seems
get-
like a mistake.
Yeah.
Raimi shakes
somebody
his head
get
and points to. Well, not points to. He'll say, "The squirrels are in the trees, but also chittering in the bushes."
You see Orunak looking in his own leaves for a moment. Oh, no, sorry.
What?
I'll roll an insight. Oh, I'm actually really good at it. 27.
Damn.
See what Remy's saying.
Raimi seems to be giving the impression that
He needs to pee. No, sorry.
like a wild, like basically like like a squirrels being active all over the place, in reference to like the hags trying to like create every single little thing that will add up to a bigger problem.
Mhm. Okay. I'll explain that to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So so you're saying we should get it fixed before it adds up to a bigger problem, right?
Maybe nods, and then just like It's like he points to his beak and also says, "He seems to be having trouble speaking." And then points to audience, Fisher, the priest, and in audience's voice. So let's go see the mayor.
Hmm.
You
The
feel like you
mayor
won't
has
be much help talking to the mayor, so you want to stay here and fix this.
Raimi nods.
Oh, Hunak just
I'm
oh
worried
damn, I
that-
wanted to say it.
If we
Well-
leave you behind, as soon as we're out of range,
Well-
the hags will pounce on you.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
thi-
wait.
I'm
So
more worried about the guards and the hags because I think because we're
It-
in the city with a lot of people, I don't think the hags would
if
attack.
any one of us could get out of a tight situation like this, it would be Remy, right? I wouldn't trust any other person here. I think Remy knows what he's doing.
Can you
Let's
use
just say I
invisibility?
have a bit of experience dealing with the local authorities.
Yeah, he's got this. And even if so, I think we're a bigger threat moving through town, and the hags will be watching us, and the guards would be watching us more than they'd be focusing on Remy messing with a ward.
Yeah, I mean, I'd want to leave someone with. I mean, I'd want to leave either Terry or Oranak with Remy because of the fact that I would like there to be someone with him that can see the hags. But
Well, we could we? Oh yeah, we would, huh?
Well, with Ogunak,
Just
it's
once-
more of a proximity warning. He doesn't see them, but the hound that he has starts to growl when something is approaching, and only he can hear.
yeah,
Terry
at
can
least it
actually
gives-
see.
it gives time.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I wouldn't be as worried about the hags. 'Cause I don't think the hags are gonna pop out in the middle of the town and start slinging spells. Because then the town would actually know something's up. But so
Alright.
far, the only people that have seen them do that are a couple kids, and I don't think a couple kids have a lot of authority.
All right.
like, in this-
well, why don't we head to the mayor, and then on the way, Remy can, if you can slink off and circle back here unnoticed. If you want to try and do it that way.
This is risky, but if Remy feels up for it, okay.
I trust Remy.
Okay.
Raimi will kind of like put up a like kind of like a soldier's salute, and in audience's voice, henceforth I shall be known as Commander Raimi.
All right, Remy, you got this. Just you have your orb, so contact us if there's any trouble.
Raimi gives a talent up.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
Feel like the beginning of a joke. A monk, a paladin, a mechanical warrior, a tree,
I
a
give
worm, and a priest.
Welcome
like to take
mayor's
the-
office.
I like to take the gem out of my pocket and play it really quick just for Remy as we're leaving. I'm pretty sure it says you got this.
Oh, I think it's like, you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah,
That's specifically what it says.
yeah. That's what I play for Remy as we walk away.
Of course. All right, so you all go back to the inn where the mayor is supposed to be. Remy, when you decide to peel off, make a stealth roll.
I would like to wrap a piece of silk around his ankle and detach it,
Okay.
or wherever Remy lets me put it.
Remy, Tobiyashi wants to give you a handkerchief.
Yeah.
It's everything you want
Remy-
an audience to do, but it's always Tobiyashi that does it.
Like Raimi's just starting to wonder if, like, you know, like whatever god, like, you know, like lives in this place is trying to give him a sign.
You're looking at the wrong guy.
I mean, Tobayashi's taking you on a date. It's like
He
bought you
believes in
food
you.
and clothes.
He's giving you
Gifted you a handkerchief. It's like he's told you his whole life story.
This way, is if he disappears into another realm or anything, I'll know that my silk is gone. So,
But I guess Raimi will accept it, understanding the implications.
if anything bad happens, you could destroy it, and I'll know.
Right.
Raimi gives a thumbs up.
Reluctant thumbs up. So after this, you wait for another 5 minutes before peeling off the group because it becomes too obvious.
I mean, I guess pink does stand out against.
Well, Tobiashi can change the pigment.
Yeah, I'll make it black to match his feathers.
So he completely saturates the silk, and to you, it looks black.
To Tobiyashi, however, it's pink.
Well, Tobiashi
At least I'm
still
assuming that's the color of his
sees-
soul.
Yeah. Tobiashi still sees a little bit of pink in it, but that's because of his own class. But for everyone else, it looks black. Fits with your feathers. And with your soul.
The-
No, sorry.
But yeah, I can't get much higher than this. 31.
God damn.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm going to at least assume that Night Guard could probably see him, but like she's allowed.
Yeah.
She can't right now. She's asleep.
All right. So
Hey, we've been traveling around for a number of hours. Maybe she's a light sleeper.
Yeah. All right. So suddenly you're all walking, and just as you arrived at the front door, one of you has the reflex of saying, "All right, Remy." Okay, I was gonna say you can go, but never mind. All right. So discreetly, you head back to where the ward was. Well, since you're doing this completely alone, well then, you are completely alone. Finally. No, I'm... Alright.
Raimi's actually banking on the fact that the conversation with the mayor is a much higher priority.
Alright. So, takes a few moments. You look around for just a little bit of time. Don't see any reaction. You sit down and you start tinkering with the ward. Make an Arcana roll too. That will tell me how long you take.
Uh, 17.
17. All right. It's not above your proficiency. It's still a little bit complex because you're repairing something that has been purposefully defaced in a way that doesn't look too obvious. So you're
It's like I feel like because of his like previous like look about like around the ward, like it's just like, oh, this looks a little off, so it's easier for him just like have that mental picture in his brain how it's supposed to look and just kind of like
yeah, okay. I remember how the other wards look. So this one here, and this one here. And okay, everything.
and unfortunately he matches 4 in a row and part of the ward disappears. Fuck.
Yeah, shit.
Damn! Now I
A
have to
bunch
write
of
them
coins
again.
start falling out of it for some reason. Ding, 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 ding.
No, Candy. Candy starts falling. What the? What is this place?
Like it slides apart back in, then shouts like Tetris.
You don't know why, but you hear in your mind. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. As you're walking, trying to do this very thoughtfully, you don't know why, but you suddenly. Alright. So, as Remy starts working on that ward, you all get to the inn, you go inside, you find this man. Judging from the color of his eyebrows, he's probably a little bit elder, starting to see a little bit of white in his eyebrows, thick eyebrows. Like everyone else, he looks nearly sick thin, but not sick thin, just on the edge of it. He looks worried about something. He's looking at papers. He's looking at different things. He keeps rubbing an object. Sort of like you would expect someone to squeeze a stress ball. That doesn't work. What's how we're missing this? So why would we miss it? He just keeps mumbling like this.
Mayor?
What are you doing here?
We came here to report some trouble that we've seen going around this town, and we brought the priest to verify it.
Yes, I've heard about trouble. I've heard you've been causing quite a lot of stir. A lot of people are starting to wonder if you're not more trouble than your word. Everyone was very pleased with you the day before, but today, just keep giving
that.
Can I roll an insight that he seems like he's under influence, or he's just like a guy who's maybe not that great at his job and a little stressed?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Just like I've been seeing my polls lately, and I feel like I have to make a stand in order to have a good shot at the next election.
Like, guys just not that confident, or guys under influence? That's a 14.
14.
It's an insight, right?
Yeah.
It's a
I'll
little
roll
bit
one, too.
hard. He looks extremely stressed. Looks like he's dealing with a lot of things. But with 14, you can't figure out how deep it goes, but you do detect a sort of distracted element in his concentration, as if a recurring thought just keeps popping in his mind.
I rolled a 27.
Obi probably knows
Natural
more than me.
20 plus 7.
Obi probably knows a little more than me, so I'll let you.
I rolled that twice in a row. The app is actually better.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to download the app.
So, for you, Tobiashi, it's more obvious. His body language, the way that he keeps looking at the entire party, especially focusing on things which could be a threat. The way he's doing this, the way that he keeps looking at you it's as if he's anticipating you to all go suddenly violent.
Anyway.
You don't know why.
Okay,
You feel like Remy's voice just popped up in your head.
He I'll I'll whisper in audience's ear. I think he's afraid we're gonna attack him all the time. He
Interesting.
seems very unnerved, like he's seeing things.
Interesting.
Adding
I remember when me and Jorg took shrooms in the woods. Jorg looked like that for a solid 5 hours.
Does he hear you say this? That's not gonna help you.
I'll be like, hey, you seem to have a lot in your mind, very distracted. Do you keep having a recurring thought that seems to have been jumping into your head constantly? Kind of stuck there? Can't get it out?
I think he called it being stuck in a loop. That's what Jorg said.
Fisher, Terry says,
He's got a mark on his chest.
no, I'm just sending you a little message so that everyone doesn't hear you. He looks at you as if you reached out directly into his thoughts and pulled something out. He suddenly becomes very suspicious of you, audience. Why would you say this?
You just look really tired, sir.
Of course.
I know it seems a lot of people have been having trouble sleeping, possibly.
Well, of course we're having trouble sleeping. You've been living in here for longer than however long you've been in here. You'd know about this. It just shows that you're completely disconnected from our own needs. See,
What are...
just like the guard said, you're the only one who accepted to leave your weapons. You're the only one who hasn't been dangerous with your friends. Your friends. Hold on, wasn't there another one with you?
He had to go to the bathroom. Emergency.
He said something about like fight. No, never mind.
Make a deception roll. I'll give you advantage because he's completely disarmed by what you just said.
21.
He did not expect to hear this. You see, just go the bathroom. Well, that can also be dangerous. You know, when it's...
Sir, if you don't mind me, how could that be dangerous?
Well, if you don't eat enough fiber, it can tear your ass off. Literally. We can't spare we can't spare the holy water for him to heal from that.
Fisher
We're
turns
not
to the
at-
audience and goes, "Wait, for real?"
Listen, I don't...
Not a good idea.
Raimi off near the ward, just like trying so hard not to poo.
So yeah, anyway, he might be gone for a while. It seemed serious. But I don't think
won't-
dangerous.
Yeah, and we won't need to take any of your resources.
Yeah. We have our own.
That's good. That's good. What kind of resource?
Salt.
You do know
Other
that you
stuff?
can't just eat salt. That's probably why your friend is in the bathroom right now.
Thanks for the helpful advice. I'll be sure to let him know. I think he's been snacking on too much salt recently.
Is the priest saying or doing anything?
He's going from holding hysterical laughter to being concerned, then going back to the hysterical laughter, and
Mr. Mayor, if anything, I think you should trust your priest here in his judgment of us, seeing as he seems to be one of the most important people here in your town.
Yep. Also, we're not actually here to report anything we found. We were actually here because we were the priest's guards, and he had something to report to you. Isn't that right, priest?
the priest, for a brief moment, looks at you, audience, with eyes that says, "What the fuck? Why didn't you warn me before?" Yes. Yes. I was worried about our reserves of salt. The salt ward have all been slightly tempered with. We've had to add salt in it. So it taxed our salt reserve a little bit. I was worried. I wanted to make sure that we had enough, and these adventurers were kind enough to offer their service in collecting more salt if we need it. Okay. Mira looks at you. Yeah. Yeah, no, salt is important. Salt is important. Okay. But not everyone. Not everyone. You can go and you, and he points at you, Fisher, because you accepted to trust us and you gave us your weapons. Yeah. You, Tobiashi, you recognize someone who's lost in his thoughts, remembering most likely some memory of dreams or something like this. Yeah, you, because you trusted us, so you're more trustworthy than your friends.
A lot of files.
Damn.
Do we how do we make the priest not crazy?
What?
Did we like
No.
on the priest or something?
No.
I put a spell on the priest that broke the hag's connection to him.
Oh, right.
But I don't think it's the same thing with the mayor. I don't think they have. I think it's more this I think it's somewhat his own head doing it, which I can't break.
What makes you think that? That's
Well, I think it's like a lighter. So I think it's more. My guess is that I think it's more like something where they've kind of stuck thoughts of that we are untrustworthy, and it's adding but it's not like they're directly manipulating him. They don't have as strong a curse on him as they did the priest. But it's also kind of like a harder one to, because it's they're not directly under their influence, but they're kind of more easy, basically, to suggest
so
things.
the priest wasn't didn't
Well, the
seem
priest wasn't
directly
directly under their control, but there was a direct like thing on
What
him
makes
that
you
was
think
directly
that's
affecting
it's
him.
not the same thing with the mayor?
Intuition.
Okay.
My wisdom
At least
roll.
You don't
Okay.
want to add anything to that?
We could at least try.
Well, I don't want to go up and touch the mayor and cast a spell. It was a lot easier to do with the person and not do anything than him be like, why the
Can't
fuck did you
you-
just try and cast a spell on me?
Sense stuff without. For me to sense anything,
I
need to
can with
cast a
divine
spell.
sense if I hadn't used them all and get them back on a long rest.
Oh, bummer.
I'll do a religion roll to see if he's mind controlled.
That's why I did an insight roll. I mean, I could do a,
So, from what you know, the normal method that these hags use is to sort of curse the dreams of people. The stronger the curse becomes, the more it affects the person, and it can eventually kill them. But basically what they're doing is they're manipulating the dreams of the person, and doing this pushes them to expressing the worst part of themselves.
Oh, I would like to see if there's like an item on him that looks off.
that's smart.
Like how we found on that kid that was sleeping.
That's smart, actually. That's something we could do.
Do I need to investigate or perception?
Perception, if you don't want to start.
Dealing him
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a natural one. It was coming.
You just look at him and you're just completely absorbed by whatever he's squeezing in his hand, like a stress ball, just going.
It's okay. Mine's not a lot better, Toby. I got an 11. Just better, but it's not.
Well, he looks stressed. He looks stressed, as if someone is not sleeping
Oops,
well.
I didn't mean to roll that.
You know.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's a lot we can do for him right now.
It
But I also
would
don't
go
think
a long way to reassuring everyone if you just accepted to leave your weapon in your room in the inn. It would make so many people feel more secure. You know,
Here's the thing, Mayor.
you can't just turn around and do something to someone if you don't have your weapons.
You know what? I'll give my weapon. I'll give my weapon to you, Mayor. See, you'll trust me. I'll give my yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
But you can't give it to anybody else. I'm putting it under your trust.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna hand him the mace, but keep the steel glass blade since you can't actually tell that that's a weapon.
Okay. All right.
When it's vanished.
Why do you have a random hilt on your belt? It broke, but you know, it was my grandmother's.
Yeah. Doesn't look like a weapon, I'll tell you that much.
I'll hand him my dagger.
You also have a whip.
Oh, well, I could. Okay. What's better?
I mean,
A whip might not be a weapon, it might be for like
that's
something
because
else.
you've never been whipped before.
Like, it's,
Alright, fine
it's
then.
really
I'll
just
keep-
for play.
I'll keep my
Yeah.
dagger. I'll keep my dagger. No, well, my thing has.
Well,
light.
what can you conceal more easily, Toby? Give him the more obvious weapon.
All right, I'll give him my whip.
See, now we're getting somewhere. All right.
You,
I'll put them in in a box over there.
Can you put it in somewhere more secure than a box?
That's the most secure thing that I have. It has a lock on it. It's
I will, as I'm handing it to him, I'd like to like put my hand over his hand really quick, like to where he doesn't notice, I guess.
okay.
And I'd like to ask, do you honestly believe that this will make you feel more safe? Like if he believes that thing, and like it's not put in his head.
Well, of course, of course. It's dangerous to be walking around with weapons all the time.
I'll do insight with advantage since I'm touching him.
Okay.
Or wait, is it wisdom?
Well, insight and wisdom, I think it's the same stat.
Okay. I don't know how to roll advantage. Oh, there it is. Advantage.
Well, just roll twice and take the better roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Roll.
Old school way of doing advantage.
Usually it's
18.
All right. So, what you can feel is that he genuinely feels reassured by this. But you get the feeling he doesn't know why.
Well, that's okay.
One thing that's odd. Tobiashi takes the whip, puts it inside the makeshift chest. Audience, do you give him your mace? Do you put it on the table? Do you put it yourself in the box?
I'm holding it in my hand. I want him to come take it from me because I was also gonna do something when he touched me.
Okay. There's something odd that happens when he comes next to you, and just as he's about to touch it, he hesitates for a moment. And then he takes the mace and... You want to do something there?
Ooh, he hesitates. That's weird. Because it's holy.
But he's touching it, so... But
He is touching it, and it's not...
It's not killing him, because it's powerful enough that
Okay,
a normal
well,
person would
I'm
have been
gonna-
blasted out of existence. But he hesitated. There is something that unsettled him with your mace.
Audience grabs him by the face. Nightmare. I'm
No,
kidding.
when he did touch me, though, I was gonna cast protection from evil and good on him.
Okay. So, do you?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
So,
Oh wait, I need. Oh, I can't. That actually makes things harder. I can't just do it. I need some holy water in my hand to do it. Forgot about that. God, I can't open my port. I screwed up.
You don't have a holy symbol that you could use instead of holy water, or do you need to have
No,
holy
The,
water?
you
the
need-
spell consumes it, so he can't use it to replace it.
Yeah, I need to. I would need to have holy water in my hand, and I can't open.
If you
You know,
told me,
audience, there are, especially since you have his trust, like maybe there's a way you can kindly ask him if you can do him a favor.
Well, yeah, it's more that I'd have to open the shit, which already got
The
me
village
in
already
trouble.
knows about it,
The village does already know about it.
yeah.
and there's a curtain there, so it's not like he can immediately see. Everything inside of it.
Okay, after I hand him my mace, then. Oh, I know what I'll do.
Brings out the bomb.
No, I'm gonna do this after I leave the room. The first time I'm gonna come back.
Okay. So, like I said, he hesitates for a moment, and you know that slowly what the hag curse does, it turns someone toward its worst self. So, the hesitation might have been because right now he's not evil, but he is being twisted toward evil.
Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected. But no, for the moment, I'm gonna hand him my mace.
Alright.
And then I'm saying, I hope that this gives you faith, you know, that you can trust us and that we're here for the best cause of the town.
Well, yes. It's, yes, that's good. That's good.
Cool.
Closes
And
the
with that
box,
audience-
puts the locks on it.
Okay, while he's doing that, Ayaz is gonna leave the room. You
He
guys
told
don't have
me
to follow
and
me.
Audience to leave, right?
Well, not yet. That was
Okay.
before we gave him his weapons. Audience is gonna leave. He's going to open his dimensional storage outside, not where he can see it. He's gonna go in. He's gonna douse. He's gonna basically take a vial and douse his hands in holy water, and then he's gonna walk back in. And then he's gonna tell the
Driven.
mayor.
Sorry,
he's gonna
sir,
be
I
like,
had to wash my hands.
No, yeah, he's literally gonna say, "Sorry, I wanted to shake your hand to seal our friendship, but I wanted to wash my hands first since I've been out working all morning."
Yeah, no, you know, COVID hygiene restriction. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. And then I'll put out my hand to shake it.
It's like, wait, hold on. Like, licks it. Your hand is really salty.
So I had to go wash my hands real quick, you know.
He looks at you for a brief moment. There is a hesitation in his eyes. Well, when he rolled so low that he thinks you're genuine. Okay, so... okay. Well, we have to respect everyone's custom, I guess. Alright. Your hands. Could you have washed with warm water at least?
Anyway, when he touches my hands, I'll cast. Now I'll cast. That I have the holy water. I will now cast protection from evil and good.
You're...
With my down. Suddenly my hands will become very dry.
Yeah.
Instantly. As the holy water is consumed.
You shake his hand, and in your hand you see vapor coming out.
I run hot, Mayor. I run hot.
He sure does.
Says Remy from the other side of the village.
Is there a noticeable effect when I cast protection from good and evil?
Sort of, yeah. There is a brief moment where he seems to relax a bit. As if some sort of stress had been relieved from his mind. Well, you have strange tradition, but okay. He just goes like this. I think I need to rest a little bit. It's kind of normal, his reaction, but also you know that it's also sort of the vicious circle of this. If your spell worked, then he stopped feeling the stress of the hags. And And one thing that happens when someone is under the influence of the hags is that sleep doesn't give you any rest.
Mhm.
So suddenly
So
now
basically,
his
he's very tired now.
yeah, his body feels the release and the but because of that, he feels the need to go rest, which is going to put him in a vulnerable situation. Although while your spell lasts, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't last that long, I don't think. It lasts up to 10 minutes
So
of
yeah.
me concentrating on it. So, not that long. But,
It's asleep, brother.
no.
Hey, it might be enough to have a word in edgewise.
Yeah, well, it's more just so I can have an honest conversation with him now.
I mean, that's
But-
what I meant. A word in
Yeah.
edgewise.
Yeah, without him having the added suspicion on us. I'll be like, I'm glad that I could set your mind at ease. However, I understand you're probably fairly tired, but it's a working day. I wouldn't try and rest at least till tonight, you know. Taking naps is bad for Emeridol at the beginning of the day, and you seem to be quite busy with your work. I'd at least try and push off sleep until, you know, tonight when you can get a good night's rest.
Oh, I guess you might be right. I do seem to have a problem with sleeping well recently. Maybe I should just put off a few of those things out of my mind. But that's gonna help. That's gonna help. You know, some of the villagers were expressing worries about you always walking around with your weapons. So at least there's gonna be that's not gonna be there. And I understand your worries, but we do have guards, and the night guard is also there. She's very proficient.
Yeah, I've met her.
Yeah,
She seemed
seems very grateful that we were also out and about with our weapons. But I guess
Well, you had been causing up a bit of a stir, a lot of unrest in the population. They, you know,
what exactly have we been doing that's making everybody uneasy, and who's telling you that?
well, it's just you're walking around with all of this armor and all of these weapons, and you've been showing
not
off
what the guards
magical.
do?
You've been showing off magical abilities, and you know, a lot of people don't understand all of those things. They just see magical abilities, and the only thing they think about is the lich living, and you know what it can do. And
Well, doesn't the old knight have magical abilities too?
yeah, but he's always been good, and
And
He's always
we
been
are
there.
friends with and waiting for the night, like we told you.
yeah, but like, you know, like well, Aniedra, she's she's the wife of the cobbler. You know, she was in here just 2 hours ago, and just telling me how, you know, it's the guards are enough. It's you always being there and always going about, and you know, children always are curious about weapons, and we have to make sure that they don't. Well, at least that's what she said. She was afraid for her children.
I understand. Odd question. Has it mostly been women giving the negative reports about us?
No, No, I wouldn't say that. But well,
Or children who are.
well, there might be more women than men who said something, but not exclusively women. I mean,
I didn't take you for a sexist.
Well, no, I just wanted to know.
although,
So not exclusively.
well,
Okay.
although now that you mention it, I mean, they've they were always here with their wives.
Fascinating, as they said, Doc.
Here's the thing, Mayor. We want to help everybody, and we want to make sure everybody here is safe, and we're a little worried that they're not. That's why we would like to keep our weapons. What can we do to prove to you that this town will be safer with us in it?
Well, it's just give everyone.
What have we done that makes you so suspicious that we're gonna harm somebody
Other than hearsay.
Well,
that has been proven and isn't somebody just being scared of outsiders they don't understand?
well, no, I understand what you're saying, but still, people don't just adopt someone overnight. It's
No, they don't, but it would help if, say, their mayor, who got to know these people, would, I don't know, stand up for them. Because he knows it would help make his town safer.
well, the guards are here for that. The guards are here for that, and they're doing a good job.
You have 6, no offense, you have 6 guards.
Yeah, we don't need a lot more. I mean,
And where the
Then what's with the huge salt ward and all?
well,
You guys are obviously scared of things.
well, that's normal. There are a lot of undeads walking out there. But with the Salt Ward, we don't need a lot of people. We just need someone to keep watch and warn us if something big is coming, or large numbers. So the guards are good, and we have the night guard.
While Fisher's doing this, audience is gonna step outside again for a second.
Okay.
Let's say about 2 minutes, and then he's gonna walk back in. And when he walks back in, he's gonna try and look very distressed.
Okay.
See, Mayor, if you don't remember what the priest came here to tell you about, there was something wrong with the salt ward. So if there's something wrong with the salt ward, you will need more help than these 6 guards you have.
Well, that's
And the night is coming tomorrow. So, should be fine then. We just want to make sure that nothing happens before tomorrow.
I understand that, and audience, make a performance roll.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong, audience?
Okay.
I just shit my pants.
That fiber.
I don't know if it's a performance because audience would be concerned, but I guess it would be like.
Okay, well, so
Let me tell you what I'm gonna do,
Yeah,
and then
go
I'll
ahead.
be. And you can, because I don't know if it's more a persuasion or a deception, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you decide which one it is. So audience is gonna come in looking worried, and basically he's gonna go, I just got, as you know, the our friend, the old knight, can use magic, and I just got a very worrying report from him. He contacted me with a message. He was saying that one of the giants he's been hunting has gotten free and might be headed towards this town and is going to probably arrive before he's able to get here. And he would asking if we could help out the town with it.
I'm still going to go with deception, because although you're using true information, you are weaving it in a way that's excessively dishonest.
Okay. Would you say it's straight deception or deception with advantage?
Because you're using real information. All right, I'll allow deception with advantage.
Okay.
And we're gonna go on our break after that, because I think
All right, that is a 15.
15. Oh, okay. As he's arguing with Fisher, and you just blurt that out after Tobiashi says, "Audience, you look shocked. Are you okay?" He just goes, "The wards can't handle that. It's too big for the wards. They're just gonna get through. Okay. And he points toward the priest. Is we're gonna need to evacuate the village. Right.
Shouldn't have to evacuate. We can handle it, but we can only do so if you allow us to have your weapons, our weapons.
Give us your weapons now.
Or our weapons now. Yeah, give us your weapons. We're flipping us up. Our party has dealt with these things before, and the knight is confident that we can handle this, but we will need our weapons to be able to, so I'm asking you, would you like us to help protect your town?
Roll a deception on this. And I'm not gonna give you advantage on this one.
Also, does this come with like a pension plan and
Wait, that deception on we're gonna need our weapons to defeat the
No,
giant?
on the fact
or...
that the knight is confident you can take one on.
Oh.
You said that the last time he talked about this, not the knight.
Oh. I mean, audience is honest on that.
Well,
Audience honestly thinks he can't take on a giant, so I don't know if it's deception.
in fairness, I think he was more concerned about us potentially going into like the den of giants, which might have multiple. But
If audience thinks he's telling the truth, then is it a lie?
Okay, if you honestly believe this, yeah, no, okay, it's persuasion.
I think
Audience honestly
audience's
believes they
ego
can't
has
take on
been
one
well
giant.
established at this point.
That's a 23.
Yes, in that case, that would probably be safer, but still, how about a compromise? You help evacuate the village, and as soon as enough people are secured, I'll give you the key for the chest, and you can just get your weapons. You know, just they're not here now, but
Actually, do we care if we have to evacuate the village? Not really, right?
I think we're gonna go on our break while you ponder.
Okay,
that.
well, talk. Yeah, okay.
Here's the thing, right? If
Let's
I'm
go
the
on
Hags,
break. Okay.
if they evacuate the village, they're no longer protected by the Salt Ward from stuff other than the giant.
Well, that is true.
what the hags are?
No, the people.
Oh,
People.
All right. I think we really need to go to our break.
Yeah,
in
we'll
case
go on
someone
break. We'll
needs
go on
to go to
break.
the bathroom and all of that. And we always have a break. So See you all back after the break. Bye. 15 minutes. Bye. Hello. Sorry, I was distracted by dices. Because you know I have to make sure that the players don't have it too easy. All right. So, since audience is not back, and we are, well, let's jump to what's happening with Remy. All right.
Apparently blowing out his ass.
Yeah, and from now on, Fisher's always worried. You know, someone in the group might actually injure his ass while he's in the bathroom. You didn't expect Fisher to learn something like this, didn't you?
He's getting to know Raimi both inside and out.
It's hard being organic, isn't it? You never know when you're gonna go to the bathroom and suddenly, oh no, I injured myself. 1 hit point. Well, technically, oh man, that would be evil. Technically, if you're bleeding, can we say that you're bloodied? Which means that you lost 50% of your hit points from going to the bathroom.
Let's not get too crazy now.
Well, no.
Technically, every time you got a bloody nose, though, you'd lose half your hit points. I don't think that would work.
Well, according to the description in Dungeons and Dragon, it's cuts and bruises up until you get 50%. So yeah, technically, you can get a little bit of bleeding, and you're not at 50%. All right.
I'd say he skinned his knees, but he doesn't really have knees, or at least it's harder to skin those knees because they go the other direction.
Yeah, you know, it just happens so that instead of falling to your knees from the front, you need to fall on your ass to fall on your knees. So,
Well, your knees are still knees. It's
Yeah.
just your toes are really long, so your ankle is where your knee looks like it should be.
yeah.
So then when he gets down on his hands and knees, he's also...
All right. It's 9.
They call
I
that
think we're supposed to
presenting
go back.
in the
Oh
animal.
no, we are back right now.
We are back.
Yeah.
Who's been back?
Oh, shit. I didn't
He
know.
decided to be very public about this conversation.
That's why I said I had started to say we're gonna go with Remy, and then you arrived.
Oh, okay. Keep going. How are we doing?
So, Remy, roll a d20, see if you injured yourself while playing. All right. So,
This is the weirdest roll D20 I've ever had to roll.
oh, good lord. Merry Christmas, everyone. Or whatever equivalent you're celebrating.
Merry Shitmas. Actually, I think it's an AVGN holiday.
Shitty night. Alright. So, Remy, you are alone. No, scratch that. You are utterly alone. I want to know if anyone got that reference. Please say it in the comment if you got that reference. Tell me, please. I'm not the only one who watched movies from back then. Alright.
Sorry, bud.
Damn. No one watched Beetlejuice?
I think I watched part of it on TV once.
Ah. I'm disappointed in all of you.
I've seen Beetlejuice, I've seen Beetlejuice the cartoon, and I've even seen Beetlejuice the musical.
I haven't seen the musical, but I did see the cartoon. Was
It's weird. It's weird how like the same source material can get three wildly different universes.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so you're sitting there just repairing that ward. It's taking a little bit of time, but you think you're making progress. That's something nice. And you're focusing on the ward, and you think you got it. You think you figured out how all of this works, and okay. That's the problem. That's what wasn't working. That little scratch over here, and just apply a little bit of paint on this. You take out your quill, you sort of just put the quill on there, and you wait for the ink to just drip down, and you start repairing the ward. Okay. Kind of feeling good about this. Works. You put it back in its place. Tap on it a little because it's not working. Just tap on it twice. Ah, okay. It's reactivating. Alright, good. There wasn't something else weird inside of this. What was the Arcana roll that you made originally?
I rolled a 17 for the Arcana roll.
Okay. Yeah, no, like I said, there was a brief moment when you were scared that you might have missed something when you tapped on it, but then it just lights up, and all right, you put back the salt inside of it. Nice. And then, wham! You get hit by 3 force missile. Three magical missile coming out of nowhere because she rolled a natural 20 on her stealth, which put her above your passive perception. The moment you turn around because you're stuck in that surprise phase.
I mean, I'd first like to actually hear the damage. Cause...
I just told you 10 points of force damage.
Oh, I didn't hear the 10.
Okay. Is it 10? 4? Yeah, 10. Unless I missed something. Hold on. Let me look at magic missile. Oh, 13. It's d4 plus 1.
Wait, 44 plus 1?
d4 plus 1. 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Right, I thought I heard 4. It's just like, no, magic missile at its base is only 3.
Yeah, no. No, it's a d4 plus 1, so 13 points of damage in total. As you get slammed by 3 missile, and you turn around to see her just re-vanishing back into the ether. Ah, damn it. It's a minor injury, but still feels like you just fell into a trap.
He's just going to put down his talent up one of his eyes and go, boo!
Please, that could have been much worse if all 3 had been there. Which means 2 of them are not here right now. They're planning something else somewhere else. And also, how the heck did they know you were here?
They stepped out of the room, as they say.
He stepped out of
I mean,
the room.
Maybe knows how they know where he is.
Ah,
Not
good,
hard.
good, good. Okay. You wait for a moment, just looking, being hyper vigilant. Make a perception roll. Now you know that they're watching you. It's like, damn it.
That's going to be a 25.
25, alright. So you have this brief moment where you're just really looking everywhere. Damn it. You got me by surprise one this time. You're not gonna get me twice. Just scanning everywhere, and you have a brief moment where you think you see one materializing, and the moment that your gaze just fixate on that shimmer in the distance, it just goes back to where it was. Not sure if she realized that you saw that she was reappearing, or if it was just a trick of your mind, but yeah. Maybe you just thwarted being hit by another volley of magical missile. Nothing seems to be happening. What do you do?
I mean, I guess with that perception, does he hear anything in like a particular of happening just like in the general area? Or
You hear children playing. Although in this place it's a bit of a quieter laughter. As if even the kids are afraid of drawing attention. But they're definitely playing. You hear two-person collecting stuff from the ground. Think maybe wood or stones. Looking at everyone, you also notice a little bit of tension. You've been at this for, what, maybe 25 minutes? You know that everyone is probably, the rest of the group is probably talking to the mayor right now. You notice that there is tension. Some people just looking at you as, looking at you as you're looking at them. You're sort of feeling unsettled, but why are you looking at me? Some of them are just curious. You get the feeling that they haven't seen a whole lot of Kenkus around. But also there is this element of, alright, well, for people who have never seen Kenkus before, they're awfully accepting. No one's called you a bird so far. No one has just arrived and say, "Can you fly?" Unlike others.
and then repeatedly, even after being told several times.
So, you feel the tension in the air. Tension being focused around you all. Your group, you. For a brief moment, you look at your hand and... Yeah, I guess it's like Terry says, my finger do like long needles. For them, claws are dangerous, you know? You see one guard walking by. He's just staring at you all along. He's just walking over the perimeter.
Just waves.
He squints a little bit when you wave. Just keeps walking. Then you see this person meeting up with him and start talking to him. A slender frame. Most likely a woman. And he gets more suspicious of you and he just walks away. Always keeping you in the corner of his eyes.
You know what? I think Raimi is going to follow the voices of the playing children.
Okay. Alright, what's gonna happen with this? Okay. Okay. So you follow the voice of the children, and for a brief moment, it's sort of nice hearing someone having fun, but also because of your nature, you can easily remember how the sound of laughing children sounds like, feels like. That little laugh that feels a bit like an engine sometimes. Even in the Misty Isles, it felt more expressive than when you're hearing from the children here. But of course, none of it equals what you can hear in any of the cities in the Mistle Island chain, or the island chain that you came from. You find them playing behind a rock. And the moment that you appear in front of them as you're looking for them, one of them looks at you for a moment. You got feathers, mister.
Raimi nods.
You see one of the child is having a large grin on his face. Is it comfortable sleeping in your own feathers? Just like a feather pillow.
Raimi nods.
Yeah. I want a feather pillow. I've never had a feather pillow. Can you share your feathers?
I only have so much, dearie.
You're one of the child. Well, you got a lot. We don't have any. Maybe we can just divide them. There's 3 of us and there's 1 of you. Maybe each one of us can get a quarter of your feathers. You hear another child go, that's not fair. He's only going to have a 1/4 of the feathers. Well, I want feathers. Yeah, but he should at least keep half of his feathers.
So you want to play a game, dearie?
Maybe. What kind of game?
Ooh, I love charades.
One of the. I don't know. I don't like charades. Oh, I've always played it. I always play charades with my sister, and she likes it. So maybe it's good. Maybe he's good at it. I don't know. I've never seen anyone that's good with charades. I don't know. It feels like a really small children game. All
It's
right.
like Rainy immediately like gets like down on his like legs and like a hands and talons and makes a croaking frog sound.
They all look at one another. They all look at you. One of them says, "Can you do a horse?" They all start laughing, and you get hit by a flurry of, "Can you do this sound?" You get the entire menagerie of the
Oh,
zoo.
not just that. Raimi is making sure he is drawing as like he's actually like making it loud so that he can possibly attract more attention from the local children.
Okay. Slowly make a performance roll. Let's see how good this is.
Right, come on. Yeah. It's like a 15.
Okay.
I'm only working on a +2.
No, that's okay. 15 is pretty good for normal people. So, slowly, one child at a time, you get asked to do, can you do a cat? Can you do a hawk? Can you do an owl? Can you do a cow? A sheep? Can you do a fox? Everyone just looks at it. What? I've never heard a fox. Can you do a fox? um,
Even though I real life I do know what a fox sounds like. But
me as well. So, yeah, no, it just felt normal to say it said a thing about the fox. You get asked more and more small animals. Sometimes you get asked an animal twice, and then the third time, and then there's this little girl that wanna hear a little chick because it's cute when a little chick go hatching beat 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 beat, and then she falls completely enamored with you when you just starts doing those little chick sound. Minutes after minutes, more and more child flock to your side. And eventually, you find yourself surrounded by 24 children, all requesting different animals, to the point where you're starting to have trouble understanding what they're saying. You think did he say a turtle? What a dove? They know what a dove is? Cat, dog.
It's actually probably like if it got enough to a point like Raimi would maybe see if he could find like a nearby box to stand on top of. Making like a real like a showman's like a showman situation.
Yeah, no, you don't find a box, but you find a small rock that has a flat top.
Yeah, the stand on that works too. Like, and if they ever get bored of that, which children do eventually get bored of something, it's like that is when he pulls out the zombie puppet and starts doing a ventriloquist act.
No, eventually, you sort of are overwhelmed by the demands of the sound, because when they realize that you can do almost anything, one of them is gonna say something like, "Can you do a duck?" And then another one says, "Can you do 2 ducks? 3 ducks? I want to hear a whole flock of ducks."
You could just do it. It's like a whole chorus of duck sounds. Because of course they were. And he'll even throw in a bonus of of an adult duck with like quacking baby ducks.
One of them, eventually someone asks you, can you do the same thing with cows?
Just a whole chorus of moos.
For some reason, audience, Fisher, Tobiyashi, you don't know why, but suddenly there are ducks in the environment. I mean, you don't see any of them outside, but you hear them. Damn, ducks are migrating apparently right now. Of course, it's also drawing the attention of some adult. Eventually, when they realize that the entire village has been drained of children and they're all around that bird that came in with everyone else. Of course, parents, as parents needs to be, eventually starts killing the mood, and one parent arrives and takes his child back home, and come on, we need to go back home. Why aren't you doing your chores? And one by one, the parents starts taking the children away. Some of the parents looks at you with really suspicious eyes. There's one mother who just looks at you and says, you should be ashamed of showing puppets like this to children. And she walks away. One woman looks at you with deadly eyes as she's just taking her child away. Nearly protecting it as if you were gonna impersonate the poor child to death. Just looking in.
Look, I work in a school. I hear a bunch of shit about what parents say and think.
One by one, your audience is being replaced by twigs and stones. Eventually, there's only 2 or 3 children left. It's not even the same ones as in the beginning. One of them just looks at you and uncomfortably just... Hi.
Waves.
Well, my grandma probably wants me to come back home. Are you going to be there tomorrow?
It's Ramy nuts.
Okay. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'm gonna have a special request for sound. I'm gonna find a sound that I'm sure you don't know.
Ramy gives the thumbs up, and then makes an applauding audience noise.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye, dearie.
You hear the last 2 children just looking at you, and they start walking away, and one of them's like, he's got weird feet. I know. And they just walk away slowly. Eventually, there's no one left. except the woman that's looking at you from a distance. She's glaring at you. Probably 150 feet away.
Just Raimi gives gives a friendly wave.
She turns around and starts walking away. She walks behind a rock and never comes out the other way.
Raimi is smiling on the inside.
Okay. Okay.
He knows what he did.
Yeah, she also knows. Okay. I'm gonna take this into consideration when rolling for how people react to all of you. Well, at least to Remy. Alright, well, for audience, Tobiashi and Fisher. Well, apparently the ducks had left. Maybe they were geese. I'm not sure. So,
We were most confused by the elephant.
yeah. You know, you're not exactly sure why, but there were 15 elephants mixed in all of this.
When the circus come into town?
Alright. Well, go back to audience Tobiashi and Fisher. Is there anything you want to keep talking to the mayor as he's
What was the last thing he said to us? Oh, right. Like, we can compromise.
You're not my dad.
All right. Okay. I remember where we were. What is the plan for if we were to help the people? What's the plan for? I'm losing the word. Someone help me with the word.
evacuation?
Thank you. What's the
Okay.
plan for What's the plan for evacuating the town?
That's simple. There's a good reason why we built the village here. It's because you see those 3 buildings over there, which looks completely demolished. Well, actually, it's part of probably a previous settlement. In one of the building, there is a passage, and it leads maybe half a mile out of here. It goes underground, so it's a pretty secure way of evacuating everyone from immediate threats. We've even set up surprise inside of the tunnel. In case anything starts chasing us in there, we can collapse them.
Oh God, no! I don't want you guys to go. Okay.
Flesh wall.
All right. To be honest, I think causing a panic and I lost the word again.
Evacuate.
I don't know what's going on with me. Evacuate. So I think right now, causing a panic by evacuating the town is honestly too hasty a decision. I don't want to cause distress. We know which, we can figure out in which way, direction the giant's coming. I think if you give us, or if you help lend us the guards to help defend the town, I think we can leave the town and stop the giant before it reaches here.
Having the problem before it reaches, well, it would make you leave the town. Everyone would probably feel more at ease, and I could give you all back your weapons. I mean, you're not a threat if you're not inside of the village.
But we want the guards to help us. Since you said it was their duty to defend the village, this would be their time to step up.
Yeah, but why only 4?
I didn't say 4, I said 6. I want all 6.
Oh, okay. Don't know why. I thought you said 4.
It was the hags.
Nope, I want 6. Give me all 6. I want them all.
Well, yeah. Well, see, that's the part which is a little bit tricky, because if something goes wrong and we don't have anyone protecting us, I mean,
Well, you'd have the night guard.
yeah, but still, she can only fire one arrow at a time, you know.
Well, there's only one giant. 1 arrow for 1 giant.
Yeah, but that's what you want to. That's when you want to go to. If while you're away, the town is attacked and she's the only one protecting the village, it's. I'd rather you take the night guard and leave us the guards.
But you guys all have to watch us.
That's not... Okay. Can't do that. I don't want to evacuate the town. I think that I was offering, but I think that honestly, this town provides a defensive position to fight the giant from. But I think in this case, you're going to have to trust us with the guards to set up a defense. I think we have a better chance of defeating the giant if we all work together. And I think you're going to have to just trust us that we are able, and that I am confident that we are able to defeat the giant. And I'll roll persuasion on that again.
Okay.
Mayor, winter is coming. You're gonna need to trust us.
That's a 27 on that persuasion.
Jeez. Oh, well, that's higher than his worries.
Gonna need to trust us.
You're gonna need to trust me. Oh baby, look into my eyes.
Yeah,
Believe in the me that Remy believes in.
Yeah. Believe that I am the one you've always wanted. Wait, what? Sorry.
His shirt starts ripping barely.
Yeah, audience
So
just
like make a strength
Seduction
persuasion
roll.
roll.
I'm all you need. No.
just the audience just slightly turn to the side and just go, oh.
Stop it.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my cat, she's attacking me.
Yeah, I noticed. Every time you put your finger in front of her, she bit your finger.
Oh,
I believe this is what we call natural consequences.
I mean, you're asking me to commit a lot of resources. And a giant. I mean, have you seen the size of their hammer?
Yeah. I've already defeated 2 of them before.
yeah. It was a cakewalk.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Technically,
deception
someone
roll.
technically, someone under our party
Actually.
defeated them.
Oh, okay. Deception roll became persuasion roll.
Because technically, he's a member of our party when we summoned him.
Okay.
21.
All right. Well, can't
We're
you
really getting on these technicalities.
can't you just get that friend again?
I did mention a friend. All I said is I've defeated 2 of them before.
No, but you said that it was someone under you. That's what he means. Can't you get that subordinate again?
I just said it was a member of my party,
Well,
so it might be one of the people here.
well, can't you just send that member alone? Since I'm guessing no one is stepping up, it might be You're...
He needed the rest of our help. He needed the rest of our help.
Oh.
How about this? Any resources that you use will pay back.
Also, the only resources you're using are the guards, which are meant to defend the town anyway. I think that's what the resources are used for. So I don't feel like you're committing any resources that are not supposed to be being used.
Yeah, but against a giant?
They got it.
Yeah, I think it's better for us to try and defend the town than traumatize all the young ones and the families and your people. That might just ruin the area around here.
What would make it easier, though, is if you called in all the guards and told them that they were going to help us defend, and then give me command so I could help strategically set up a defense for this place.
He has won wars against undead many a times.
That is true. I have.
Listen, I can...
Let me tell you about this one time where we fought a acid elemental in a city full of zombies. This man
I don't think
right
he has
here.
time. I don't think he has time for stories, but I
Oh.
appreciate.
He's trying to stay awake.
Remy's not there. Toby actually gets called on the orb.
What?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean?
He
I can
can't fall
guarantee
asleep,
you-
and he just...
I can give you a paladin's promise that if you give me the 6 guards and put me in command, I will keep this town safe from the giant.
Fisher Terry says, I'm not sure that was a good thing to say.
It was something.
I said from the giant.
The mirror looks at you for a moment. Paladin, you say?
Oh.
I used to have, or I have a god I followed. None of his powers work here, but I still keep his faith. So I still am held by my paladin's oath.
No, that's a deception.
That is a deception. That is a deception. You're not wrong. Oh, but that's a 20.
Sometimes I feel like I need to turn off my camera during situations.
Paladin oath. He looks at his hand. The one that you shook with your wet hand.
Mhm.
All right, we got a dome of
And or your
truth.
dry, clammy hand.
It's one of those moments where it's like, I'm the paladin. No, I'm the paladin.
No problem.
If what you say is true, that your god has no pull in this place,
Get off of me.
then you're just an ordinary warrior.
Yep. But still with all the skill and experience that comes from the many battles I've fought.
All right. I will trust you if you do one thing.
What is the one thing?
Swear on the name of your god that he is powerless here and cannot help you.
Pick a different god, pick a different god, pick a different god.
Ooh, This isn't a complete lie. And this god just forsake me. I know what I can do here.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna pick.
jeez Louise.
Yeah, he can't help me. I'm gonna pick the god that I'm gonna pick Sachay's god, who recently just forsook me, but technically was helping me and has helped me in the past.
Well, right now he was
technically, they
only
didn't
angry
forsake
with
you.
you. He didn't forsake you. He was just
Well,
angry with you, but
I'm
now...
gonna swear on him that he can't help me. Well, I'm just saying he can't help me.
No, you have to swear that he is powerless.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. He can be pissed. That's okay.
He's already said he doesn't care about him anymore.
I'm pissed with him too.
Oh,
We're on the outs.
You didn't talk to the god. You talked to a saint of the god.
Okay, we're on the outs right now.
Oh,
We'll hug and kiss and make up later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think we're gonna see on the top of the screen. This decision will have consequences. The god will remember this decision.
I just gotta notice the god will remember this.
Wait. What about
You could, like, I would at least say, as an add-on, in this place. That way, at worst.
Well, that's all he asked me to say was in this place. The god is powerless.
What if you say
That was-
what if you say because I saw a bunch of gods die. What if you pick one of those ones?
No, because then that wouldn't be honest, and I'm making a paladin oath. I have to be honest. This is kind of a loophole that I'm using in the paladin oath, but I can't just straight up lie in a paladin oath. I'm just using the only loophole I kind of have.
Well,
So
it's
I don't-
powerless since it's
Because
dead.
if I actually swore on this, I couldn't use any powers during the fight with the giant.
Well, not necessarily.
Kind of. Well, yeah. It would be
Would you be an oath breaker?
interesting.
Well,
It would put
like,
me in a
basically,
more
audience,
sticky
if you don't-
situation.
if you don't get what's happening here, is like you might actually be potentially picking your source of power in this moment, in this place.
No, because I had the power before I met him.
Well, no.
But-
What I'm suggesting here is
Oh.
that, like, if you swear the oath on basically one god, then that means that you might show favor with another god and receive powers from them instead.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
and you
that's
can
not.
keep buddy
You are-
buddy.
you are
That's,
literally-
that's way too metagame for audience. Audience fully believes in his god.
I'm just knowing, like, as a player, I think
That's
you
fine.
understand then, like, what is happening in this specific moment if you choose to do this.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna swear it because that's what audience would do on the other god. On Sachay's god, not on his
Who was
god.
the moon one again?
Do you actually know the name of Sachay's god?
Yes. Because I read the book. And it was told to me. I just don't necessarily have it in my memory.
Sam doesn't remember it. Audience does. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Does audience remember it?
Hey, who was the moon god that was?
I think
Read that
audience
book
would
a long
remember.
time
it.
ago.
I think audience would remember it since he talked about, but the one
Well,
thing he
for-
actually remembers is gods and gods' names.
All right, so you officially state before
The mayor.
before the mayor and anyone else who may be hearing this, that the draconic god Hans Katrav
Mm.
is powerless in this domain and cannot help you.
Yes. I do state that.
Well,
Okay. This will have consequence one day.
wasn't there like two other gods you could have picked?
No. That was the only god I could have picked. Or my god. Well, there were two gods I could have
There
picked.
was a moon one, right?
No, the moon was the symbol used for my god in
Yeah.
one of the options I had in the dream.
Okay.
He was presented multiple ones, but he only learned the name of one of them.
Yeah.
There was the moon, there was the sun, and there was
Spear.
darkness, and there
Oh, yeah,
was
darkness.
oblivion. Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
but I wouldn't
the
I wouldn't
end.
call those other two my gods, and I don't think I have their support, so I wouldn't be able to. In fact, one I actively know I don't have their support, and the other one I think I'm so below his interest that he doesn't even really think of me.
The raccoon god.
No, not the raccoon. The guy who's just death, I think, doesn't really think of me, and I think the darkness guy actively anti-supports me.
He said that one day you would pay.
Yeah.
A very
God,
gutsy fee.
Anyway, I
Enemies,
anyway,
so
I
many
make
gods.
that swear. So do I have his command of the guards now? And can we have our weapons back?
He tells you, I will ask the guard to come. I will have them hear your plan. But I will also respect their decisions, as they have been guards here longer. If they want all to commit to your plan, I will let it be. If they do not want to all commit to your plan, I will respect their decision.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
So
Can we at least have our weapons back, though? Since we are gonna have to fight whether the guards commit or not.
you can wait a little bit for your weapons. You don't need them now.
That is fair. I actually don't need them right now, since I'm not gonna leave this room.
Alright, so you wait a little bit. Remy, once you are finished with all the children, do you go back to the rest of the party, or do you keep on wandering in the town?
Down.
Trying to think if he would really have any other bit. You know what? I think he might actually head back to the priest's abode.
Okay.
Remy, you're missing all the action. We're cooking up over here.
How long has it
And since he
been?
has been, since the party has encountered a few of them along the way, he is going to just keep an eye out for, say, random, essentially bear traps. So,
Okay. Make a perception roll as you're walking.
it's like I hate that that's. I mean, not that there are any bears around here. Oh God, let's not think of giant undead bears.
Reavers? Oh, wait.
Reavers are kind of mechanical bear werewolf things.
I mean, this is kind of a waste, but a soft 30.
Damn, okay.
I say soft because it was one off from a natural 20.
Oh, okay. So hypervigilant from the volley of magical missile that you took. Just walk and keep watching everything that happens around you. You do notice that a bit of tension has been released in the village. A lot of people, some people still look at you funny. Some people look at you with suspicions, but some people that didn't look at you kindly now are looking at you kindly. And usually it's someone that you see talking to a child. Some people actually recognize that you have given a moment of light in what is usually a day-to-day darkness. You eventually make your way back to the ruined temple. walking in front of the tower where the night guard is supposed to be sleeping. You notice that the guards are heading toward the inn. One of them looks at you for a brief moment and then gives a little grin before moving off. As you're arriving near that temple, you sort of recognize a variety of symbols, priestly symbols, placed all around this remain of a temple. You get the feeling that the priest might have been busy during all of this preparation, maybe trying to make sure that the temple's sanctity could not easily be broken. So there might actually be a place where you can sit and be sure that no one's gonna fire a volley of magical missile in your back. So you sit in front of the entrance, looking out. You notice your cat having fun with the trinket again. You can't help but have a grin when you're looking at this.
You know, I like that Rami is taking this prank war very seriously.
All right.
Although, actually, I guess, though, seeing that, from what he can tell, unless otherwise isn't like a noticeable, if there's like anything like wrong with this area or like out of place, that doesn't seem like what the priest would have done. But
make an investigation roll.
That is going to be 18.
Okay. You do notice claw marks at the height of a person at various locations, as if someone took a little bit of time to test out whatever might be protecting this, preventing from pushing inside.
So basically, an attempt was made.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that Tobiyashi was sleeping. No, his internet is out. He just sent us a message.
Yeah. Well,
we're
like at least maybe taking some amount of comfort in the fact that, I mean, maybe not necessarily comfort since somebody was testing the boundary, but he supposes that if they had succeeded, then, you know, like, something would have been worse off.
Okay.
In which case,
censoring Tobiyashi.
okay, I guess if nothing seems amiss, inside or out, then he would actually make his way back to the Night Guard's tower.
Okay.
You know, like, since she's kind of like been by herself for a bit and probably done with sleeping by now. We've been like, how much time has actually passed since we had her rest?
Let's see. You walk, you try to convince, you talked, you had a ward. Well, at least 3 hours of. Ah, hello.
Yeah, my internet went out.
Yeah. Uh, you're very. Your camera is very slim right now.
He's probably using his phone.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I at least give you a little bit? No, there's not a lot that I can do with this. Oh, I
I think he
can.
could just put his portrait there for right now, just because it's probably easier than trying to make his camera work.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. It's at least you're not as thin as you were just before.
Are you calling him fat?
No, I called him not as thin. You know, saying someone is fat is not something nice, but calling someone not as thin as he was implies that now he has a healthier appearance.
He ate a lot of bread.
No. I've had a lot of bread in my life. That's not what happened.
I'm making a
I
reference.
know. All right, so I'd say, well, at the very least, even if we go by the moments by moments, it's at least been 3 hours because we've been playing for 3 hours.
Back.
Hello.
So that means the night guard is awake now? Because it was 4? Or is there still an hour until she's awake?
An hour until it's 4 hours, but it's until it's 8 hours. But she has had her long rest. She could probably potentially just stay there and talk to someone, and it wouldn't prevent her from getting the benefit of the long rest.
No, I mean, it's fine. I just was going to see if she wanted to come to the meeting, because she would also be part of the defense plans if she was awake. But
Well, apparently Remy is testing that, so... As you arrive and just look at the tower and wait for a moment, are you gonna try and say something, or are you just gonna accept whatever?
Like Raimi will kind of like give a high pitched whistling sound.
Okay. You would hear, "Hello, who's there?"
Good afternoon, love.
Oh, that brings bad memories. So, what do you want? It's a bit early, but I guess I can at least stand up a little bit.
I'm assuming she's like just calling down from like her place on high, or it's just like where's the voice coming from? Is it,
Oh
like,
yeah,
behind
no,
the
it's
door?
coming from up the tower, and eventually you do see her face appearing. And so, how have you been? How's the night been? That magic burn on your shoulder looks fresh.
Cheap shot.
Yeah, it's usually what they do when they don't know what to do.
Oh, I showed him what for.
Oh, good. So, does this mean we only have 2 to worry about?
Shakes his head.
Oh, that's too bad.
Got a right piss though.
You know, I know someone who talks a lot like you. I keep telling her that she needs to start talking better.
Cocks his head.
Well,
What do you mean?
Well, there is a way to talk to people. Everyone's not always born out of the filth of the cities. You know, some people like a little bit of politeness, finesse in what they're saying.
It's very nice to meet you, Your Grace. As Raimi just kind of like bows, like in the princess's voice.
I feel a disturbance in the floor. Ah, Akira. Sorry.
Oh.
Shall I entertain you this evening?
Oh, why not? It's been a while. Remy, you sort of have that impression the way that she just answered. You sort of had that, oh fuck, she's serious. Well, that means she's probably at least of noble birth. Didn't expect that.
Learn something new every day. You know, it is interesting how Raimi keeps learning like more about audiences, potential suitors than audience.
Oh, audience is taking. Well, I'm taking notes. Audiences doesn't know.
And Raimi's not even doing it on purpose.
Oh. Well, you know, that's something new. The Night Watch might have had the noble birth. Oh, then actually that sort of makes sense. When you think about it, it sort of goes back in your mind. She knew a little bit of thief cats, but not to the extent that a rogue would know it. But there are one type of people who know some types of thief cant. High-standing nobles, those who usually go into very dangerous situations, they do have a type of thief cant which allows them to communicate with their guards. Usually see this, yes, in royalty, but also in noble diplomats, those you sent in a high-risk situation. They use this language to communicate with their guards, to tell them to stand ready for combat, to pay attention to this person or that person. Which means that maybe not her, but her parents might have been high nobles. The kind of nobility that sort of associated with dukes and duchess, and that are usually sent out as diplomat. Sometimes in war situations.
Raimi just thinking in the back of his mind, audience must never know. like a rich lady that can also kick ass. It's like
everything he wants. Someone that could pay for his church as a woman and can defend herself. It's everything he ever wanted.
This celebrity must not be converted to Scientology. I mean...
I don't want to get sued. I'm not saying I disagree. I just don't want to get sued.
The opinions expressed by players.
Because I have known someone who was in Scientology. That's why I can say all of this. Now I am the one reliving bad memories. Alright, so. Alright, anything else you want to do with the Night Guard?
Oh, like I said, the last thing he said is like, would you like me to entertain you this evening?
Yeah, like she said, oh, it's been a while. What can you do? There is a playfulness in the way that she said this.
A magician never reveals his secrets.
So you're saying that you can do stuff, but you don't want to say what you can actually do. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Surprise!
Yes, well, not really. Well, at least I don't have to worry that you might actually try and get up here and watch me while I sleep. Unlike your holy friend.
Hey, bud, I don't swing that way.
Nah.
Yes, I can see that with you. That's okay. I don't swing yours either.
Remy, now back in his head. Okay, she's fine.
Then you're just thinking about everything. No, she's fine. I think she is very playful also. There's just something you can't put your finger on with her. There's something odd.
Well, I mean, just above table, it sounds like she's somebody who is very skilled at getting what she wants and would be willing to, say, lead a man along until she got what she wanted and then leave him for dead.
She might also have been referring to the fact that you're a very, very, very different species than hers. I mean, you know, you lay eggs, she doesn't lay eggs. There's something that doesn't quite
Although
match.
ironically, only one of them can actually have eggs.
Oh. All
I
right.
think.
Let's go back with audience Fisher and Tobiyashi for the last few minutes of the stream. So, as you're waiting there patiently, looking outside, audience, you feel like someone's talking about you. Tobiyashi, you feel a disturbance. Like someone is making a reference to someone. You wanna hate, but also you remember you hated her in the dream, but outside of the dream you sort of had that I don't want to hate her because I know she's gonna suffer a whole lot. You know, you sort of feel guilty for having hated someone during a dream.
It was all a dream. Sorry.
It's okay. Alright. And after a few moments, the guard come inside. And of course, they all watch you there sort of have a moment of, what's happening? Why are they nearly all there? Sort of face when they enter. Sir, you wanted to see us? Yeah, these adventurers had a proposition for all of you. We're apparently in some danger, and they have graciously volunteered their blood to the cause, and they want you to invest your own blood. Maybe you'd care to give them a greater understanding of what they'll be facing exactly.
So let me break down the situation for you. All right. So here's what's happening. So
Okay.
I have received a report from my friend, the old knight, that one of the undead giants, unfortunately, that he was tracking, slipped by him and is headed for this town, and he will be unable to handle it. So he requested that that I and my party members, with the help of this town, would help keep this town safe. Now, I have a plan for stopping this undead giant, but I'm going to need your help to pull it off. Any questions so far before I go into the plan?
Why you?
Well, what do you mean, why me? Like, why me? Why did I volunteer to help out the town? Or
Now, why would someone as skilled as the knight, the wandering knight, the legend who's been here for longer than anyone we have ever known, ask you to take care of this?
because he can't, because he's off fighting like 5 or 10 others, and also because he knows I've fought undead giants before and defeated them.
You hear a few of them talking between themselves. Okay. And why us?
Because you were the guards of this town, and I assume swore to help protect it.
Yeah.
So why
Are you gonna
would
protect it?
so yeah, are you going to protect it?
But why us specifically and not the night guard?
Well, the night guard can be involved too.
They would help us.
They
Also.
would help us. She was sleeping. I'll take any help I can get from her.
Well, how about you take her with you and we protect the town?
Because we're not taking anyone anywhere. We're just defending the town.
Because it's going to be coming here.
Because it's coming here.
We're not going there.
Okay, and what's your plan?
Okay. So, as you may know, or may not know, I don't know how much you've dealt with undead giants. Undead giants' strength comes in both their high constitution, they're quite hard to bring down, and their massive strength, their ability to do serious damage with every swing that they do, as most large creatures can. However, their weaknesses consist of the fact that they are highly unintelligent, and basically being both, well, giants are different, but being undead and don't have a lot of, strategy behind them. Basically, they're not going to see traps, and they're not going to see... They're going to be very focused on what's in front of them at that time. So, the plan consists basically of bringing the giant to the ground. Once we bring the giant to the ground, we'll be able to hit him without him necessarily being able to get a good swing in on us. Now, this should not be too complicated to do. This can either be done through a couple different factors. It can either be done through a pit that he's going to trip into, but that would be harder to dig in time before he got here since it would have to be quite large, or it can be done through the strength of ropes around his ankles, which can cause him to trip and fall to the ground, in which case the rest of us could beat on him while he is trapped on the ground. So, that's the start of my plan, is bring him to the ground. Once we have him on the ground, we would like to keep him on the ground for as long as possible. This can be done through weights or other such objects, like nets that we can make that could be thrown over him. Any questions so far? Or should I keep going?
Do you have all this equipment with you?
We have ropes and we have some weights and ways to tie it down. We also have a couple objects that might be helpful, but I'm not to go into full details on those right now. But yes, I think this plan is conceivable with the items that we have, and if not, we just need a couple extra things, like maybe some more ropes, which I think could be
easily make
gotten.
a really big net.
Yeah, or from the town. I'm not too worried about resources for this. It's not a high.
You are aware that making a net takes several days, right?
We don't need
See,
a
with
net.
my skills,
We need, basically just something to strap down the arms and legs.
You
With
have
weights.
seen one of their malls before, right?
Yes, as I said, I fought
a
a couple
mall.
of them.
Yes, they carry malls.
Yep, I've
Like a
seen them.
whole bit. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Right.
I don't understand
A
how
whole mall.
I don't understand how this is an issue if he's on the ground.
There sort of is this thing that a lot of people call getting that monster to the ground.
Yeah, but as
That
I said, the
doesn't-
monster's very focused on what's in front of him.
That does
He's gonna be.
it won't happen instantly. You know that if he brings down the mall, there's a chance that you don't get up if you're under it.
Yeah, but that's why you have him chase you into the spot you want and then trip over the thing, and then at that point it just consists of keeping him on the ground while other people hit on him.
You hear one of the guards say, "I hear if you get squished by their giant hammer, you wake up in heaven surrounded by beautiful women."
Yeah. This
Now
guy
that's
gets
something
it.
to fight for.
Please, someone
Anyways,
write
as
in
long
the
as-
chat that you know where that came from. Please, please, please.
So okay, here's the plan, guys. As long as you don't take aggro off of me and get hit by the cleave attack, then we should be fine. No,
Ah, we're in World of Warcraft now.
guard one, I'm gonna need you to bubble. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I got this whole PowerPoint made.
Now I have one question for you. None of you guys are called Leroy Jenkins right now.
Yeah.
Well, he's Leroy and he's Jenkins, but it's not the same person.
Oh shit! Here we go.
All right, so yeah, I think the rope plan is good. I could run fast enough probably to get its attention.
Yeah.
Um,
It should be focused on whatever basically is in front of it, as long as the other people are basically So it should
If
follow
guys-
whoever's in front of it.
The mayor just looks at you for a moment. Just has that expression on his face. Maybe you should have told me before. I called
have
them.
you ever read that book called Stars of War? So we're just gonna like run around the ankles with the ropes.
No.
Um,
So have you ever watched Star Wars? But no, basically what we would need you to do is we'd help you have to initially, because as I assume you know, one person's not going to be strong enough to, or two people aren't going to be probably strong enough to help hold the ropes down on a giant. We're going to need all of you, so we're going to have you guys help hold down the beast once we get it to the ground while we hit on it and take it out. That would be your guys' job.
So you're going first, is that it?
Well, we'll provide both the person who will get the giant into position, and once it's down, you know, I mean, other people can help hit on it as well, but
You hear one of the guards say, I think he means, and quite literally, you're going to be the meat shield.
yeah,
yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, all these questions are not giving you guys the best look, I'm going to be honest, but I'm happy to volunteer that. I'm not scared of the giant like you guys seem to be, but it's okay.
I don't even know how they ended up. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna say that.
You have one guard that looks at the others when you say you don't know why they're scared. We're scared of the giant because we've actually been living here. You obviously haven't.
Well, yep, but I've already fought them. Have you ever fought one?
No, that's why we run away.
You ever fight a living giant?
All right. Anyway, do you guys have any helpful add-ons or additions you would like to make to the plan? I'm gonna look at any of the guards.
They all look at one another, sort of half distressed at your plan. They look at the rest of you. What about you and you? And he points at Tobiashi and Fisher. What have you
We already said.
have to say about this? You actually believe that his plan is good? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, pretty much. All of us have taken on undead armies together with giants involved.
You see all 6 guard turning toward Fisher, waiting for your answer.
Honestly, usually we just fight something like this straight up. So
Having a plan like this usually isn't what we do.
I mean, do you guys know of any part of the landscape near here that would make it easier for us to lay out the first part of the trap?
Not really, because that's one of the attractive element of this place. You can see for miles around. The field is mostly flat. You can escape in any direction you want. And there is a tunnel which leads out several miles.
Nice. Well, flat's good. It means we can maneuver easily.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean
it
you
also
can
means it won't.
dig easily.
Well, we don't need to dig.
Oh,
We just
good.
need to stake. We just need to stake in basically a tripwire that it trips over.
Wait, audience, what?
Yeah,
It should just kind of like.
Have you not
What's
seen?
this?
Because we could
What?
like, I'll
What?
get a picture. I'm like, we can get poles and then use your lever to stick and then tie the ropes and it will like, its ankles will hit the ropes and it will trip. We could also soften the ground in front of it. We don't need to dig like a giant pit. We're not gonna have time for that. If we
I
were
don't
fighting
think
an
even-
intelligent enemy, I'd be worried about that.
Audience, we need like chains.
Yeah, well, chains. But-
Okay. We don't have chains. Ropes won't work. Ropes will fail either at the knot or somewhere along the middle if a giant steps through it. It's not going to trip, it's going to break. We need a chain.
Well, we can ask if they have chains. They probably have at least one chain.
What if we blow off its leg?
Then it would die. I mean, yeah, sure. You want to blow off
What's the
its leg?
plan?
Also, we can do it very similar to hole
It's
to
not-
what we can also do similar holes to what they've been trying to do to us. Like the leg breaking hole. I'm not gonna say that out loud, but I'm gonna whisper that to Fisher. You know, like the hole that breaks
That's
your
Like
leg.
a
Yeah,
big
that's
bear
really
trap?
big. We can't dig that.
Well,
before
how
it
long do we
shows
have
up.
until the giant gets here? Like,
Not
we can dig.
2
We can dig that
days.
in like 6 hours. It won't be 2 days to dig that size of a hole.
I mean, it's a giant.
I know,
How deep?
but
was
like
the
how
hole
like because
you're
a hole
talking
it's
about?
just for a foot to step in.
Yeah.
Do you-
Okay, it's a giant. Again, how big was the hole you
For
didn't
us?
step in? Yeah.
It would be the same size as like you'd have to go probably like 6 to how tall is a giant normally? Like
30
20
feet.
30 feet. So you need like a 6 to 8 foot hole, and deep,
How
and then
wide it
like
is.
5 to 10 feet wide. I've dug that in a grave, just me, in like 3 to 4 hours, with not 6 people helping.
Okay.
That's like literally digging like a grave for like an animal. Just like slightly bigger.
All 6 guards are looking at you, Fisher, right now, and they sort of go, and you think it's a good plan.
It's a
That's
good
the only
enough
one we
plan.
got.
It's, I mean, it's a plan and it's a giant. So, like, it may not be like a tactically genius plan, but like, I don't think we need it. So, we're very competent.
You're not
Like, we're
showing
really good
it.
at killing shit. So, like,
Just watch.
a decent plan, I think, is all we need.
One guard that looks a little bit more confident than the others. Just
Did you see the sword I handed over to you?
you see when guards. Yeah, it's still on my hips.
Yeah. Does that look like the sword of an amateur? That's the tooth of something that we killed
We killed.
that I had made into a sword.
Make a persuasion roll. Because it's true. So
This
it's
is also a
persuasion.
tooth. No, I'm kidding.
Let's go.
It's your Proku face, huh? That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I want or can use a coin.
Well, you haven't used it yet, but since you're not gonna get a rest.
I would not.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't, but it is a nat 1 for a 0, and I don't want to farther antagonize.
To be fair, I could just be like, I could agree with you. I could
I
back
could
you
bring
up.
out mine
that we
and be
killed
like,
it.
I also have the tooth of the same beast that we killed.
Yeah, we could bring out more twos. We could back you up on this.
All right, you can
Yeah,
roll
I
with
don't wanna
advantage.
Thank you.
With every member of the party helping you.
7.
Okay.
It's not in that one.
So you get this one guard who seems a bit more confident than the others, nearly a little bit cocky in his attitude. He just looks at you and, well, how about a compromise? Your plan seems to have a few holes in it. So maybe
Like
not
literal holes, or
maybe not all the guards. Maybe 1 or 2 could stay behind just in case they have to make do with your limited success.
Wait, are you saying you'd be in case we fail and all die, the 1 or 2 guards you leave behind are then going to be able to
Take out a giant.
succeed.
So you're saying you're not even confident you can injure it?
No, we're saying, what are the 2 guards gonna do being left behind?
Finish it off, since you're so good.
Then why wouldn't you
but
finish
they
it
would
off
just
while
be
we're
better
there?
to finish it off if they were there. If we're all
The only
dying,
way
like,
you'd be able to do that is if never mind.
And,
your plan is not logical.
And-
Like, if
and what if someone else attacks while you're doing this? What if something goes wrong in your plan and everyone dies horribly?
that's what the words are for.
Yeah, that's what the salt ward's for.
Yeah, but you just said you don't want to go at it. You want
Also,
to
we
draw
could
it
leave.
in.
Also, we could leave the night guard on the wall because she can shoot from afar, so she could be the backup plan.
All right, I'll stay with the night guard. That way, I can defend her while she's firing at the enemy.
I don't know. You seem
No,
so
you're
you seem so
specifically coming
confident
with
and
us.
raring to go. You seem like you're the most confident out of all these guys. I want you at my side.
Yeah, you're coming with us. You're
Yeah,
the one.
I also apparently am the only one that has a clear head about the real danger of this plan.
Well, of course it's gonna be dangerous. We're fighting a giant. Like, did you want it to not be dangerous? I mean, I wish it wasn't dangerous, but that's not how this works.
I'm thinking about
You
the
not wanna die with
well-being of the
glory?
entire village, not just the possibility that you all survive this.
The well-being of the village is killing the giant, because otherwise the village is gonna be destroyed. What do you mean?
Listen, I was gonna say let's leave 2 guards and you can take 4. If you're that confident, I'll.
And I'm fine with that, but don't volunteer yourself to stay. That makes you look like a coward. You're saying you're gonna put your friends at arms in danger while you stay behind safe and sound?
Oh no!
I mean, does that sound fair to the rest of you? I'll say, look at the guards. You think he's volunteering this plan so he can stay
Yeah, is he
behind?
your leader? Is he talking for you guys?
Hold on.
You guys want to be sent to danger while he stays behind?
So, 3 of them. No, that's investigation. That's insight. Audience doesn't have a good insight. Tobiashi has a good insight. Okay. Good enough insight. Tobiashi, looking at them, looking at their reaction, you sort of notice that 3 of them seems awfully scared of going against the general decision. One of them seems to agree with audience on the whole thing. And one of them seems to be completely on the side of the one who says that you, at least a few should stay behind. Actually, the one that seems to completely agree says, "Well, oh no, I'll back him. It's not that he doesn't want to go with all of you. It's just that he knows the town better, and I've been here for a while. I'll stay with
How
him.
long?
Make sure."
Wait. Okay, the 2 newer guards were the 2 guards, so they would have been this newest guards. Am I not wrong about that?
The cockiest
Because
of
they
them
came-
is one of the newest guard. The other one, the one that seems to be okay with this and supporting him, is not the other new one. So if everything goes
Not
as it's
the
supposed to
other new
be,
one.
one new guard would be going with you, and one new guard would be staying behind.
Oh, I see why they want that. Okay.
So, do you three not have an opinion?
I mean, oh no, we're good with this. We're good with this. You know, it's good to have a plan B. It's good. He can stay. Yeah.
I agree, but usually the person
Why?
that volunteers the plan B doesn't then be like, I'm the one who's gonna stay safe.
Well, he's the most competent of us. It's okay. It's okay. He should. It's okay.
Thank
He
you so
stays-
much for saying that. I'm glad you said he's the most competent. So why would the most competent guard not be the one willing to take the fight in the most important fight for this town? I think I would want the most competent guard by my side. Do you not agree?
Another one says, "Yeah, no, that it's no. What you're saying makes sense, but also, you know, your plan seems to rely on a bit of luck, and
Do you know what helps with luck? Competence.
yeah, but honestly, if I'd rather my wife be protected by someone competent if you all if this plan doesn't work than someone who's not as good. I think it's a sound plan to not put all of your warm eggs in the same chest.
Let's see, what can I say?
That's not how the saying goes. But why are you guys so afraid of him?
Yeah, what do you mean that's not how the saying goes?
It's a basket, and it's not warm. It's eggs. Why would you put them in a chest? What are you talking about? Anyways,
What are you talking
why-
about?
Yeah, Toby, I don't... Different...
what do you
different
mean?
kinds of- Different kinds of funny. Oh, I know what I'll do. Okay, here's what we'll do. Okay, I agree there should be a backup plan, and I'm okay leaving 2 guards. However, I believe that to make it completely fair, we should draw straws to see which 2 guards stay behind, so no one is getting put out
We
of
should-
danger unfairly.
We should flip a coin.
Well, that's not a thing, but you can draw straws.
What do you mean it's
And
not a
I'm
thing?
gonna roll a persuasion on that to say that for the draw straws thing,
Okay.
so that it's not unfair that anyone gets to stay safe. That's a 24 on persuasion on drawing straws.
Looks at you for a moment and says, okay. Yeah, that sounds fair. The other one says, yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. The cocky one just looks at you and says, huh. Has a slight grin on his face. And, okay. Yeah, no, alright. But
I lightning bolt him. No, just kidding.
Lightning bolt of Jesus.
I've had it with this guy.
I'm gonna put one condition.
Why are you putting a condition on a fair procedure? What's
To make
the
sure
condition?
that it stays fair.
Okay, what's the condition?
It's not someone from your party or my party who's gonna be keeping the straws.
Okay, let's do the mayor.
Keeping the straw.
You mean making the
Or
straw? What do you
Holding.
mean?
Holding the
Holding?
straws?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. The mayor can do it.
No, let's have someone neutral.
The mayor is neutral. What are you talking about?
The mayor's in charge of the town, isn't he? I can't think
Yeah,
of
why are
anybody
you
more
saying
qualified.
Yeah,
Who else would be neutral? We're not gonna pick a hat.
the mayor is neutral.
How
Or
about,
do you want the priest? The priest is also neutral. There are 2 neutral party members here.
the
We could
priest
pick
seems to be
Onak.
on
He's
your...
pretty neutral. He hates everybody here. You know that guy's forced to be here?
Oh, I'm gonna have you roll persuasion with that. Oh, I did not expect that one. Alright, roll persuasion. I was gonna say something, but if you succeed on that, I think
Natural 20! It's a straight 22.
okay.
He can even make his own twigs.
Yeah, he can make his own sticks. I mean, if you want someone truly neutral, he hates everybody who's here. So, I mean,
Okay. No, I was gonna say something, but I like that twist. It's an interesting twist. So, yeah, you see all of the guards just stop for a moment, turn toward Oronak. It's alive.
yeah.
He looks at Oronak looks at him. Are you? Do you want to stay that way? Come on. Give me an answer. Right, okay. The grumpy tree. Say it again. I dare you. The tree is going to decide. Oh, and I have a good idea with this. And he takes the handkerchief of murderous intention. He grabs 6 twigs. Don't look. Snaps one. Snaps
What
two.
does the guard look like if I roll it? Does he look annoyed by this twist that's occurred?
Go ahead, roll. Insight.
Alright, well, that's a nat one. I'm okay taking the nat one on that, though. That's not a very important one.
Now, you look at this, and there's sort of a... You'd want to be able to read him more, but you're just enjoying that moment so much. Where all the guards seems to be completely baffled by this. Not sure what they're supposed to say or do. You see Oronak take the handkerchief of murderous intention. You want to touch it? You see all the guards repel from the handkerchief. You hear one guard saying, "It's looking at me." Yeah. It likes ya. In a bad way.
In a bad way. Jesus.
He put all the sticks inside of the handkerchief. Draw. Or I'll kill you. They're all there and they're looking at the handkerchief of murderous intention. You can see the eyes on one side of the fold of this. They're all looking at us. Is it gonna kill us? You don't know unless you try.
Only if you cheat.
Only if you cheat.
Alright. So... Guard...
Pretty sure he's the most neutral one in this town.
Oh, next having fun no matter what in this. Alright. So, I'm gonna let you decide on the D6. Which are the two results? That means they're the one that stays.
Okay. I don't know. I don't trust myself right now. Someone else pick the numbers.
Wait, so we want... So for the people who are
We
coming
basically
with us,
don't want. We either want both. Well, we definitely don't want both of the evil guards to stay behind. Split would still be annoying. Would also be pretty bad. Best scenario is if they both come
we
with
want
us.
both of them with us.
But then that also is going to end up awkward, maybe possibly in the fight with the giant. But it's still probably the best scenario because we can kind of have all your enemies close, as they say. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. We want the enemies close, so they
Right.
can't be up to
So-
other things.
So there are 6
I'm
twigs. Tell me in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Two.
6. Which are the 2 that are?
2 for both of them coming with us.
No, but we have to
No.
pick the numbers. We have to pick 1 through
Oh.
6. We have to pick 2 numbers 1 through 6.
2 of the twigs are small, are shorter, and they're the one who are gonna stay. Just
I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty good about 4 and 5.
okay.
4 and 5. I was gonna say 2 and 5.
Didn't
So
you just say you didn't want to pick?
I'm giving
Let's
my
have-
input.
okay,
I don't want to make
Remy-
the final decision.
Remy's not with us.
4 and
Remy,
5
you
sounds
pick
good.
one. 4 and 5. Okay.
You call him on the arm. Remy, pick 2 numbers from 1 to 6.
Remy, I need 2 numbers right now, and I need you to look through the. Oh no, Andre, what is your worm see? Which sticks are short? Ask him quickly.
Right now.
What are the 2 short sticks?
I don't think you can see that because they're wrapped behind a.
He
Handkerchief.
might. He
Dang.
might be able to.
I'm not
He is
gonna
pretty-
do arcane magic right. in
Okay,
front
fine.
Of
We're going
these
4 and 5.
guards
We're
that
going
we
4
got.
and 5.
4 and
Going
5.
4 and 5.
Alright,
It's too
4
long.
and
We're
5.
going 4 and 5.
So, let's go with the first guard who you would rather come with you. Is he... The first guard who you want to come with you picks a 5. So one of the 2 remains behind. The other one... Six. One remains, one
Okay.
comes with you. But it's the cocky one that comes with you. The other one doesn't come with you. So
Okay, I feel better about that. I mostly wanted the cocky one to come with me. I'm not even sure if the other one was evil, as much as he was just confident. Or back.
All right.
But
With this determined, everyone picks a straw, feeling very scared because they can see the eyes looking at them. Even have Arunak that when someone comes, come on, pick one. Everyone picks. All right. Oh, audience, did you want me to manipulate the twigs?
I didn't.
Good.
How about we do it again? No, I'm just kidding.
Takes the handkerchief, ties back the acorn. Now we know who stays, and we know who's gonna die with us. I mean, coming with us.
I'll clap the cocky guard on the shoulder. Looks like you're coming with us, buddy.
Yes, of course. It's the draw. It's the lock that decide. Just tell me when I'm supposed to meet you for this incredible plan.
Oh, you're staying with us the whole time.
Yeah, we gotta.
we're
we gotta
headed out right now.
Yeah,
right
we gotta
now.
start. We gotta start early.
Okay.
I'm not giving you time to figure something else out. Wait, oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? No.
All right, guys, I have a plan. We kill him and we put him in my bat. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not killing him.
Well,
That
I
wasn't
hope-
actually said.
I hope you're not leaving your feathered friend behind.
No,
Oh, he's coming.
he'll come.
I mean, he might actually.
I think he was going. Well, he was in the bathroom last I checked. I actually don't know where he is.
You know how hard it is to have a.
So that's
Never.
a weird connection of word. You know, he's gonna come in the bathroom.
He's got a cloaca, so you can.
I'll just look. Actually, I honestly have no idea where he is. Last I heard, he was in the bathroom. So
Right. Come on then, let's go. Mare.
Oh yeah, Mayor, we need our weapons.
Yeah, we're going right now.
Oh, right. You need them to take. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, here you go. He unlocks everything, gives you back your weapons. Give him back his sword. It's gonna be needed, I think. Come on, everyone, go. I'm gonna figure something
Also-
out to say to the population.
Can you contact the night guard and tell her that we would like her on the wall to provide support from afar for the giant? I think she might be waking up sometime around now.
Just stop by her tower and ask her. She's hard
Okay.
to get down from her tower.
Alright, I guess we'll all go stop by the tower on our way over. Let's
Oh,
go, guys.
Good. We start next episode with everyone reuniting each other. That's wonderful. Thank you.
You know,
for
I'm half
calling.
expecting Night Guard to just like let her hair down and
But it's her armpit hair, not her hair.
So we have the cocky guard going with us, and then we had the older guard staying behind.
No, one of the guards, two guards came in with one woman. One is the one that's very cocky. The other one stays as protection for the village.
Okay, so I'll just have to keep, but he's not. Okay, got it. I'll just have to let the night guard know to watch her back.
As you're leaving, going toward the night guard, and this episode closing, we have the fade in that's slowly starting to appear. But just before the image goes completely dark, audience, you see the other guard being followed by a woman. Tobiyashi, from a distance, you hear the woman say, "Honey, what's going to happen?"
Wait.
Tobiyashi,
Like,
you realize
I thought we
that...
were all in a group.
Oh, no, the group split off in two. Two of them are staying with the settlement, and four of them are following you.
Yeah, but I thought we were all going together to tell the night guard.
No. The two that are staying for the settlement, they go back to their guard position. And Tobiyashi, the last thing you hear is what the other one that came in after, talking to a woman as if she was his wife.
I will throw a paintball at her.
Paintball.
Yeah, to mark her.
I think she'll notice.
No.
All right, and with this, tonight's episode ends.
Okay.
Apparently, we're gonna have a fight very early on in the next episode because a lot of people are gonna be around you. It's gonna be hard for the hags to try and do anything. But to be fair, in this single episode, you managed to disarm 3 of their attempts at having you killed before the giants get here. So, well done. Well done.
You know what I'm gonna say at the end of this episode, guys? The 3-way is looking up.
Oh, good lord.
The 3-way. We're in, boys. We're in. We're so in.
Interesting.
All right. I gotta be to work at.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, don't worry. I think we all need... I have been asked by my parents to get my father to the hospital next morning. And guess what? I have to leave in 4 hours and a half.
Jesus.
All right, so no, that's not the right one. It's supposed to be sound of crackling fire. Did I play music during the break?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Hey, Val and V, are you still there? Did we play music during the break?
I think she went.
Oh, too bad. Alright. She would have remembered if we played the marsh sound. Alright, so thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being with us, sharing this episode. We hope you had a pleasant evening. It's our last episode before Christmas, and then there's going to be one last episode. And it's the last episode of the year. The next one. Damn.
It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
It's when we finally use the bomb, guys.
Well, you're gonna be fighting a huge monster, that's for sure. I don't know if you're gonna use the bomb.
We might be fighting a huge monster, 3 hags, and an evil guard.
All at the same time.
There is some merit in what you just said, because that would be the most vulnerable moment to attack you while you're having to defend against the giant. Like you said, you might have a 3-way fight. I'm not gonna remain at just 3-way. 3-way fight. 3-way fight. 3-way fight. On your hands.
So the camera zooms in on Remy and Audi.
And Tobiyashi.
Oh god. And Onak.
No, he's not interested.
Well, at least we know who's the middle.
Alright, we need to end this stream.
Yes, yes, I think it's a must. We must. It's a necessity of life. So, thank you, like I was saying, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the episode with us. We hope you'll be there next week, next Wednesday, or next Friday if you're watching this on the rebroadcast. If we're on Friday, stay tuned. If we get 3 raiders, we try and raid someone else. If not, well, you're going to be listening to a crackling fire for 15 minutes. And since the next episode is after Christmas, well, Merry Christmas, or whatever celebration you have instead of Christmas. And hope it's going to be a pleasant one with family, friends, someone at least you like spending this with. And yeah, I think that's everything we can wish our audience. Unless one of you have a special Merry something to wish to those listening to us.
Quit your job. Follow your passion. Do you.
I would just add as a cautionary tale, make sure you have enough money in the bank to eat while you get your dreams to come true. So, see you next week. Remember, if you enjoyed the show, you can support us by following us, leaving leaving comments on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. You can make a donation, especially now in Christmas. I would very much appreciate it. You can become a Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, even just following us. It's also something. The more people follow us, the more visibility we get, and so the more people can actually watch us also. So even if it's just following us, that's good. And if you can't do any of those things, there's always one very free thing to do, and that's just spreading the word of this channel. It is very much appreciated. So thank you for being here, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Have a 3-way.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night.